got that. I have a liter of it. It ain't quite a liter, but it'll work.
You're cutting out quite a bit.
Yeah.
I didn't hear half of what you said.
Yeah, you're right on the threshold. So if you're using voice activated, bump it down a little bit.
I can't hear music.
No, I can't hear music.
No music.
Yeah, but you're really
Yeah.
quiet. Hi, we're about to play D&D.
Grilled cheese pepper tonight. I'm on a grill.
Okay,
Yeah, you're cutting out quite a bit.
You're still cutting quite a bit.
me and a grilled cheese, that's fine. I'm about to play D&D. Are you about to judge my handwriting?
I'd say you can turn up your mic volume, or you can turn down the threshold for activation on Discord itself.
That's what it looks like. Bye.
I am now not hearing you at all. I'm seeing your mouth move, but I'm not hearing you at all now.
Yeah, I didn't really say
because we reunite the brother and sister.
And hopefully get a new camera.
Yep, you're now fine.
Way better, yeah.
Yes,
way
it's
better.
working.
Alright, I'm gonna run these dishes downstairs and I'll be back up.
Alright. The stream is, I think, on now. Stream has music. Okay.
Let me shut you up.
Yes, I can hear myself talking right now. Do I hear everyone? Yeah, there's no voice right now. I'm not hearing anything.
Shut it up.
The music's not done, but I probably have some latency as well. Just to remind you, yeah. I'll need a 10-second latency. To confirm, we have both music and voice now. At least my voice, I'm sure. I only managed to hear that. Yeah, me either, in case it didn't. Yeah.
and well.
Hello.
There.
When
I'm ready to go.
quick thing, I'm getting you cutting out again for me on Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Microphone. Verify.
it might be your threshold as well on Discord. It might just be too high. I'm thinking that might also be the thing because when I do hear you, you sound fine, but you just fall off way too soon.
Yeah. Might be that your microphone might be too far away from
Is
you
it just
again.
better? Next to
Yeah, that's
microphone's next to
Could
it.
be,
How's
yeah.
that? Does that
Because
sound
that's
better?
how we fixed it
Uh,
last time.
yeah.
Does that sound better?
I should stop playing with this ball of foil before I hurt myself with it.
Because I'm enjoying this. We're doing sound check now. We don't get that earlier.
Don't microwave that foil. Nothing wrong will happen.
Right. So
Yeah,
hear me
surely.
okay.
Yeah, you sound better now.
We are.
All right. If you are ready, go ahead and you can begin, Hector. And everybody can introduce themselves. Let's go ahead and just introduce our characters at the beginning, and at the end of the show, we can introduce what all the things we're doing.
Okay. So, well, as we're live on from Delusions from the Veil, our player, he's not a new player. He just made a comeback. Hit it up, fan.
You make it sound like I've just like come back from a slump in a like boxing career. But no, yes, I'm Fettuccini. I do things all over the internet. Today I am playing an individual by the name of Ridley Vigil, a dilettante amongst the individuals here. I was out last week taking care of some personal business, but I'm here in the flesh, theoretically.
Video play.
And you got your portrait for your character as well. Is that correct? Portrait for your character? Or Ridley?
I think so.
It's up here.
I mean,
Oh,
Ridley's looking
It's all
handsome if I
handsome.
do say so myself.
Let me. Yeah, it should be fine.
I like the cut of his gear.
Gotcha. Yeah, that should be fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine. We're fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Yeah. We have speaking a bit about Finn. I would like one of you players to tell me what happened last time for the audience and for us to refresh our memories.
The drunken doctor broke my camera.
That's the highlight for sure. With my quite finicky memory, let me try to go through the recount. So, well, Roland, Sam, and Ernest have met up in this town in South Mexico. Unfortunately, I'm not good with names, so I completely forgot the name of the town. However, in there, so far we've witnessed, and by we I mean Roland, because he was the only one allowed to see it. We have witnessed one child, heavily wounded child, have to go through surgical help, and then some shenanigans happen with that. Meanwhile, we had some shenanigans of our own. Our physics professor has some quite interesting dreams per se about this flying creature that's kidnapping children, and our Sam had an unfortunate encounter with our Dr. Roland, as she has recounted, which ended up in her camera breaking and them investigating this feather from a alien creature, whatever it may be, that was recovered from the kid that Roland was treating earlier. So, as I said, my memory is quite finicky when it comes to these kinds of stuff, but we have had quite an interesting start, and there's definitely some mysteries for us to explore here, and we shall see what goes on next.
Well, I think if someone can give us a scoop here, it's our dear. He hasn't
You
said
just cut out.
before.
I couldn't hear that. Their dear what?
Not hearing me, I think.
Sorry, you're cutting in and out, Hector. What did you say? Your dear what? Are you talking about me?
Journalist. What about me?
Dear journalist. Ah.
Yes.
Right, because the journalist actually took notes.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what all happened? We had these dreams, similar dreams, where we couldn't see anything. We felt like needles were in our feet or something. And we all woke up. The professor, Quantum, saw the doctor first in the hotel. Then the doctor ran into the journalist, almost broke her camera. The journalist met up with the professor at the university where the doctor was escorted to from his office to take care of a child from some mafia motherfucker. We weren't allowed into the university because, yes.
You're not special enough.
Yeah, because we're not special enough. Though that didn't stop the journalist from trying and failing a lot. The doctor did help the child, found a feather inside of him, got dirt collections from under his fingernails, blood samples, new things for him to have analysis of and whatnot. Later that same day, or later that same morning, the professor and the journalist went on, I guess, a breakfast date with two of these goons at the cafe called the Happy Cow, if I remember, where the best NPC exists. And, you know, they had breakfast. They learned a little bit about things where the journalists overheard rumors of this bird-like creature, avian creature, taking children by the docks, I believe, or somewhere over there. Later that night, the doctor, trying to figure out what the feather is, went to the journalist's home without realizing that it was the same journalist he ran into earlier that day. He handed her the flower, you know, even with a glove and whatnot, that spontaneously combusted. And he got mad and salty. The next day, everyone did their own thing. They went about their days, did research, did their job, you know, try to figure things out. Sam is still without her baby brother at this point because he has not figured out how planes work. After that, the professor had this premonition, this daydream hallucination from a book that he came in contact with that was in his office that sent him on top of a mountain peak where he saw avian creatures and a boy drop and splatter onto the ground. And also that same day or the next day, the doctor ran into the journalist leaving his house and broke her camera, and that was where we ended.
Yeah, you broke your camera. You just like ran right into me.
You ran into me. Thank you very much.
Dear, oh dear. I'm sure you can tell this episode's gonna be fun.
I remember
It's-
this very clearly. You ran into me, and then now you're trying to get an insurance claim.
I'm not getting an insurance claim. It's called blackmail. There's a difference.
Okay, with all of this, we have to go through something. The hell? We're going to introduce our dear new player again. He's getting back, well, not back, he's getting into the city by train from Mexico City. Arriving because he didn't tell his sister at what time he would arrive because he's that irresponsible. Yeah, I see.
We got
I love
you
how he
last
doesn't
time.
deny
You
it.
said you haven't made it to the city yet.
You weren't here, so we had to make do.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I understand. I agree that he is probably the most
Yeah.
irresponsible individual.
Life happened. What can we say?
And definitely would that would be something he would forget to do, is actually tell his sister when he was arriving. So
It wasn't as easy as it is now, right? It will have to be a telegram.
yeah, but it's probably something that knowing her is probably something that she told me to do, and I just forgot.
Or
Probably.
She's
You
like,
were supposed to be here on this date at this time in this location. You came a week later.
sorry, not sorry. We'll worry about it later.
So, as you arrive to the station, you can see the old, very practical building. We have it here on the screen, actually, but I'm gonna make some ambience. Very white. It has a small clock tower.
Picture.
There's other trains going, but mostly they are cargo trains. The only passenger trains that it's coming in because of the.
Please let me know if you're sharing a picture, okay? So I can get it up.
I really changed the. Um, the picture shows it at day, but because I couldn't find one at night, it's kind of difficult to get a picture of that. There it is, but the place is almost desolate except for the people that are getting down from the. As you arrive, you can see a man that somehow has a dog on the train, a really big and a shaggy dog. You can also see people that they seem to be wearing some kind of full garbs, and the lower part is white, some kind of like traditional clothes. As you arrive at the train station,
Gotcha. Seeing that I'm not when I'm supposed to be there. Uh, would it be likely that Ridley has an address for where his sister should be?
have the address. That's something
Okay.
that she's been here for a while, so you have the place. Actually, the place belonged to your family.
Gotcha. Okay.
Vacation home.
Yeah.
No. I'll look for it later.
And so I will kind of look around. Are there like taxis that I could take or something like that? Or
There would be normally, but it's too late for that.
okay.
Like it's too late night nearby.
Then I guess I'll just walk amongst the dark.
Dark. As you're walking, you can see these not really familiar streets. They have these very interesting rock patterns from the streets. They have light. They have. You start to feel how you're sweating more than you should. Before you were in Mexico City and on all this central part of Mexico, that it's kind of temperate, but here it's like and so hot because global warming wasn't a thing then, but it's still
I mean,
hotter than you are accustomed to. Almost 50 degrees now, but right then it will be like 35. Terrible, anyways. You can feel the sweat. It's too high. Like your clothes are starting to cling to you. You're carrying your suitcase like that, no? As you're walking from the street park, a big square. It has some benches, the gas lamps on the corners, very big trees. You don't know why, but the trees have some kind of like white paint or white on them on the trunk. Like most of the trunk part, the lower tree, it's painted like white. You don't know why, and you can see that it's empty, kind of white. Also chairs that have two sides. so as to have the occupants to look at each other. And Park, give me a spot hidden, please.
Spot hidden.
You hit the green one. You're supposed to click the green one.
Oh, cool. There we go.
There you go.
Right, there you go.
Well,
And you
Um,
fail.
Almost like it's not my strong suit is looking at things.
Oh no! You should have watched last game. It was like 90% fails.
Oof.
well, as you keep walking, stop because you see a church to your left. You stop and you kind of look at it. It's very old. The stone it's kind of reddish gray, really ancient murals. It has some statues, but it's not too elaborate. You suddenly feel the air get colder.
Or what? Okay, gotcha.
You,
Okay.
you suddenly feel a chill up your spine. What will you do?
You know, looking at a church and then getting a chill up my spine. I'm not a superstitious individual, but I'm just gonna keep walking because I
Okay.
feel like that's the sensible thing to do. Staring at a church and trying to investigate why I do not feel great probably won't help things.
Okay. As you're walking, you are very conscious that almost the only sounds on the city are your steps. Click, 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 click with your dress shoes. They're Italian shoes. They make a noise. They make an entrance, like you. And the sound of your suitcase moving on your arm. Please.
Totally not eerie.
No,
No.
nah.
Of course not. Listen, roll.
Listen, roll. Okay. Boop. Heyo.
Here. Oh, there you go.
Damn. That came so close to passing too.
Yeah, those were close, man.
Actually,
Like some of
I
those
don't know.
were.
I don't know if I told you this on the game. You're really close to passing, so you could use some of your luck to pass.
To like bump that number down. I will just because I want to see what this is supposed to be. So I'll spend the 6 to hit. Do I have to hit it or I have to go one more past it?
To match it.
Okay, cool. Then I'll spend the 6 to match it. So I'm gonna bring my luck down to 44 from the 50.
There you go. You suddenly feel something like static electricity on your neck. You hear a whisper. Tiny voice. I can hear Josh. He's talking and
You did last.
there he goes. The voice on your ear, and you hear the whispering. In any case, I tried to do the whisper, but I guess it doesn't.
It unfortunately did not pick you up for some reason. I'm
No, I
sorry.
didn't hear anything. It was like a silent whisper.
Your audio is cutting really weird, Josh. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'd say your mic is acting up again as well.
So what would you do, Fen?
So the whispering is there anything intelligible out of the whispering or?
Hear it saying, "Help me," very, very faintly.
Is there any sort of source or is it just kind of behind my ear?
Behind your ear, You, if you haven't like turned around, you don't feel anything nearby. You don't see anything nearby. And it was a plain street, so you don't see how
Yeah.
something could be there.
I will kind of lean to the side that it's whispering and not fully turn around, but I will kind of turn halfway and kind of look to see if there's anything more kind of out of the side of my eye.
Hey,
Outside.
as you do this, pale silvery blue glow behind you, and what could be the shape of a very small person.
Shape of a what?
Very small person.
Oh, okay. I will kind of pause. I won't fully turn around, but I will say, "What can I do to help you?"
When you say this, you suddenly have a vision of a kid walking on the same street you're walking. Kid like tan skin, black hair, brown eyes. He's holding like a paper bag that you see it's full of bread. Scared. You suddenly see a shadow over him, and he disappears with a scream.
Do you want me to find that?
After that, the electricity goes away, and you feel the street empty and silent again.
All right. Guess I'll go investigate whatever that is.
As you keep walking, and you get to see a photograph, but you have never been to. The house of your family. I guess you will knock the door.
Yeah, I suppose I will. Walk up and just go. Just knock it 3 times.
What
not-
would you be doing at 1 a.m. in the morning?
Me? Sleeping.
Listen, roll, please.
Now how do I alphabet? No, sleeps right through it.
It's not
You don't have a
working.
key to the house?
Why would you wouldn't give me one of those?
It'd be
After a while of you keep knocking, get any answer. And actually, from a house that's nearby, you can see a head poking you uglily, yelling at you something you don't understand.
people be nosy.
I'm just looking, and I just kind of. Well, I mean, would it be something I don't understand? Would it be something I don't understand?
Spanish is your language? I'm sorry.
Yes.
If you do, then you do understand it. Like they shout something that is like "Paras de estar tocando." That means shut up. It's not time to be knocking on doors.
I will respond, and it's more I'm able to like understand it than actually speak it back. I will just kind of in a very dysfunctional sounding, he was kind of go lo siento.
Hey, that's good.
And then
Sorry.
he says that like literally in about that pacing, and then just tries to remember, does he did he get a key when they actually got this or not?
Oh, you didn't actually. You weren't
Cool.
supposed to get this late.
Yeah.
I can't imagine you going around with tapping on the windows.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Yeah.
can I go see if there's an open window I can hop in?
Because that's not suspicious.
I mean, it could be
Did you
worse.
Did you leave an open window?
Yeah, she would probably have a window open if it's hot, yeah. Or at least have it cracked.
Okay, then. So you find an open window. Are you
Um,
going to get inside from the open window?
yeah, I'll get inside from the open window. That's the idea.
Jumps in,
Give
lands
me
on
a
the counter. Oh,
do that.
Fingers
I'm
crossed
going to
that goes
need
right.
you, please.
Hey, what?
Give me a second. A stealth roll, please. This is gonna be awesome.
I don't. Yeah, I don't need to be. I'm not trying to be stealthy. I'm just trying to get in. I'm not trying to sneak any at all. Like if Sam hears me, that's fine. Like
In you
If
knock
Sammy
over a lot of pans. You knock over fruit. You knock over a table, and you actually hit your ankle while doing it. Something like I don't know. What will be your best curse for knocking down stuff in the middle of the night?
what's the Italian word? Fuck.
yeah, I was about to go double check that I
Go
have.
Well, sleep through that, Sam.
Awaken.
He'll just kind of whisper under his breath, just Merida.
Now you are awakened, Sam.
Yeah?
For all this. I guess you're not going to be happy.
No? I don't think anyone would be too happy if they got woken up at 1 o'clock in the morning by their little brother sneaking into their house.
Look, I knocked. I tried to be respectful and knock on the door. It's not my fault you decided to be the heaviest of sleepers this evening.
Maybe you should knock louder.
I already woke somebody else up.
That's their problem, not mine.
So what will you do, Sam?
I
Noise in the kitchen. You don't know it's him.
mean, like she'll go into the kitchen, but I feel like she would take something with her, like a letter opener or like a baseball bat or something. Something convenient, you know. And
I
she will
like
just
where this is going.
carefully make her way into the kitchen.
So you light an oil lamp and go into the kitchen with oil lamp in hand, letter opener in other,
I'm okay with that.
and him. And that's your first encounter of the day.
She just sees her brother laying on the floor, and when it clicks in her head, she's like, "You're a dumbass."
He did not get up. Also, he just kind of laid there for a minute because he's just like, I feel like if I get up, it'll only make things worse. So I'm just gonna lay here. And so when you say that, he goes, "Well, this could have been avoided, but I'm pretty sure there's a litany of things that would have prevented this. I don't know that."
My question is how the hell did you get into the kitchen?
The window that was open.
Oh yeah. Why didn't you knock?
I did
Oh.
a lot.
Oh.
Enough to wake up the neighbors, and they proceeded to yell at me in Spanish for not, for waking people up at 1 a.m.
I guess you should sit down like the oil lamp and the knife or pocket thing, whatever. The sharp pointy object on the counter. And she'll help her brother up.
As you help him up, he'll go, "Thank you for not stabbing me, by the way."
Came really close to doing it.
Wouldn't blame you.
She only didn't stab you because you were lying prone on the floor.
Pretty much. It wouldn't be fair. At that point, she just could have put like her foot on your chest and be like, "Stay down, calling the police."
Okay, with that, we have the reunion of the brothers. Quantum, my dear friend.
All right, let's go.
What was that little beautiful mania you picked up last time?
Yes, Ernest is quite willing to obtain himself some hardcover books, and he won't go short of just stealing them.
What would you be doing this night at 1 a.m. in the morning?
Sleeping.
He will be in his bed, about to sleep, but reading some physics books just to calm himself down because he has had a couple rough nights. So yeah, he's about to sleep, but just reading a book for the sake of it. So he's awake now.
Hey, give me please a Poe roll.
A a pearl roll, okay. All right. Let me see. Where is it? Uh. Oh, sorry. Do I click the green one? Yes.
Ah, you have it. That's beautiful.
All right.
That's beautiful. You suddenly feel that you almost hear a voice in your mind that tells you that you need to get a book right now. I have a book in my hands right now. Shut up.
Oh,
Something
come
is
on. My
trying
brain
to
give me a break today. I need to sleep.
and feel kind of calm. Feel this obsession is getting lower. You got such a great success that it's gonna be that mania.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last bit.
Such a good role that it's actually helping you with that. It's gonna help you bring it down.
Oh,
You
all
know.
right. That's cool. Since that last day, he's really felt a strong desire to just go ahead and just rob the library of all his books. But now that he's settled down, having a moment, having a breather, he actually considered that it and like he can go and legally rent those books because he's a professor of the university and they're cool with that kind of stuff. So he's feeling better about that.
You're conquering with logic. Like, you know you can do the things and you're doing them, so
Yeah.
that's a good thing. Do you want to do something else, or should I go with Roland?
Yeah, he should go to sleep because it's late enough. I don't think he'd want to keep awake at that moment. It's late enough. He will go to sleep. He will see whatever happens in the morning.
Hey, so what would be Roland doing at 1 a.m. in the morning?
Like a reminder, if you guys
You are.
before we stop.
You're cutting up.
Yeah,
I
you're.
can hear you.
Cutting out.
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's.
almost every word.
Yeah, every few words it was.
Yeah, about 70% of it we heard. The 30% was
Man.
just kind of yeah.
You hear me now? Hello, can you hear me now? Yes, can you hear me now? Great. Well, the thing I was just asking you was the last notes that I took my character were, that I heard whispers of help us in my ear. That happened just before we stopped last. Happened earlier in the game. Okay, so are we going to go back to that point, or are we going to move past? Mix? Right. So, well, obviously, I'm so sorry. I lost my voice. All right, can you hear me now? Can you hear everybody else? No, because I.
Love all
Right,
of
now
these
they should be able to hear
notifications.
you. Hey,
Test.
everybody, can you hear?
No, can you hear us?
Stop say test.
Now they should be able to hear you.
Okay, I guess they could hear us now. I think they do.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
that's one hell of a delay.
Perfect.
All right, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Is that better? All right, sorry guys, we don't have any chance or any time to be able to do any kind of sound checks before the show, so it's usually just put everything together and pray it works. So, all right, here we go. Now, I believe we had some unfinished business, Miss Sam.
What did you say our last name was, Ben? Well, I guess I would have a different last name than you.
Well, I would say I'd say Ridley. I want to say that he had like that. Ridley like Vigil is like the pen name he goes by. His actual last name is probably different, and that's probably whatever yours is.
Probably not, considering I've been married.
Oh, then it would be different. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
So
I believe we left off with you trying to accuse me of breaking your camera, where you obviously ran into me and didn't keep a hold of your camera using a strap.
You ran
obviously
into me
your own
out of your
fault.
office building.
So I apologize very much, Sam, of the Tribune. Such a fine, fine paper that you write for, and such fine, fine articles that you write.
Yeah.
The last time I recall, actually, you were quite rude to me.
I mean, you were rude to me. Kind of
Rude?
barged into my house wanting information that I may or may not have had. And once finding that out, you accused me of being, well, idiot,
And I
for lack
paid
of
you.
better.
Is that not what I paid you for?
You paid me for information that I may or may not have had. You paid me before you found out, knowing if I knew the information or not.
Anyways, I apologize. Not that I need to. That your camera is broken. Perhaps we can find a way to fix it. But maybe you can stick to writing.
Yes, I can still write. I don't need a camera to write, but I need a camera for the images that go with the writings.
Didn't you ever learn to draw? Those are really from the heart.
But
Illustrations. That's where it's all at, right there. I have to
it's
do
not
quite a
really an
lot for my own
accurate
profession.
depiction of what happened.
You're trying to bull here, man.
I should have been a lawyer.
A German's trying to win over an Italian. Let's see how well this works.
Well, I'm sorry. There's some things going on right now. I have to go. And by the way, why are you in front of my house?
I happen to be walking by. I happen to be on the path to where I need to go.
Right. Please, try not to snoop around my business.
I'm not
I really
snooping.
prefer my privacy.
To be fair, I didn't even know this was your office building.
Well, now you do. I will be on my way. It's getting late, and I must get home. I've had a long day. Good day to you, Sam.
With that, we get to your night, Roland. What would
I'm
Roland
going.
do at night at home?
I believe I still have. What do I have of evidence of there? I don't have the feather anymore. She burnt that feather.
I didn't burn the feather. It spontaneously combusted.
Yeah, like that happened. That's science. I
You
really
have
trust
It
that.
did
some
spontaneously combust. That is science.
You burnt
sample
the
in a petri
only
dish.
evidence I had that was, and I trusted you with it. Yes, I totally. So what else do I have? Do I have anything else now besides my?
Had a petri dish with a sample of the tissue the kid had inside of his nails.
And what time is it? About 6 p.m. Is it about 6 p.m. right now?
After that, before we go to the whole night, it will be like 6, 7 p.m. Yeah.
Okay, so most of the places are going to be closed. I'm going to rush home because I'm kind of freaked out about this whole whispers in my ears of something saying, "Help us." And that's really creepy. So I'm going to, of course, briskly move to my home. Probably grab a taxi actually, so I can get there faster, and
Okay.
try to relax and just be like, "That woman, she just never stops."
Always in his thoughts.
I'm offended.
Oh dear.
What is she? Is she trying to investigate?
When the paranoia sets in on a journalist just happening to be walking by.
She took my evidence and burned it. Why'd you do that? These are just the thoughts I'm talking to myself as I'm in the taxi cab, going home. Just none of this makes sense. And why am I hearing these voices and seeing things? I must really get my eyes checked or something. I need a bottle. And I suppose I'm going to arrive soon at my home. When I go home, is anything amiss?
You have a quite normal day after the things that already happened.
But nothing's amiss in the home. Because I kept I
No, it doesn't
believe I
seem to
kept a
be.
video recording either in the office or I kept it at home. A video tape recording of what I observed.
Yeah, you have that at your office.
Okay. And so, yes, I'm going to relax. I'm going to get probably not a cigar, but a nice long cigarette maybe.
Okay.
The really
Whip.
nice ones that kind of make you relaxed. And a bottle of mezcal. Try to just drown out the thoughts and drown out the voices that I feel like I'm hearing and feel like I might just actually be going crazy. Like it's starting to disturb me, so I'm just like kind of shaking
Hey.
and listening to some classical music, some Mozart.
Nerd.
Well, after this relaxing session, we go to the next day. Today is Saturday. Saturday, who wants to start with their day?
Don't everyone volunteer all at once.
Hey, let's go with Fan then.
We're like getting shy.
I actually am. Give me 1 second.
Then let's go with Quantum. What would you do on a Saturday morning?
So I guess Ernest has woken up relatively early, had his breakfast, and dressed up for a stroll outside because he needs to clear his head a little and kind of just wants to get some air, get a feel for the city more because he's relatively new and hasn't had too much of an opportunity to go around the city and all that stuff. So just your usual casual stroll.
Here we go for a usual casual stroll. So, like, you want to do something specific, like eating or I don't know. Like,
Actually, he he takes a bit of time to just walk around, but not quite able to get these things out of his head. He thinks that whatever has been happening to him is relatively relevant to what he and Sam were talking about, especially about the gossip Sam heard about missing kids and stuff. So maybe he decides to give her a visit and just see if she knows anything new and all that stuff.
Sam attracted men from all over the world.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, you're the hub.
Apparently.
So after maybe half an hour stroll, he will go see if Sam's awake and all that stuff.
Okay, what time would that be?
Sam waking up.
Yeah, probably 9:50, close to 10, considering he took some time walking to wherever Sam lives as well. That's what I'm estimating, at least.
Okay, so it's 10 a.m. and you hear knocking on your door, brother and sister.
Sam will go answer the door.
Go.
Right. Good morning, Sam. Sorry, am I disturbing you? Have I woken you up?
No, I've been up for a few hours. Don't know
okay.
how long my brother's been up though.
Oh, your brother. Oh, has he arrived? How is it?
Yeah, he made quite the entrance.
I see. I think I can imagine. Whatever. Yeah. Sorry if I'm disturbing. It's just, yeah. Had a day, and I don't know. I felt I kind of want to talk about stuff with someone I know. Not many people I know in the city, to be honest. So, mind if I step in?
Yeah, sure. She'll step aside and allow you to come inside the house.
Yeah. So he goes in to join Sam and maybe take a seat down in the kitchen, or I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Did we ever fix any of the stuff that fell over?
Yeah, she's still in the process of cleaning this. There's a pot of coffee that's there. You can see a coffee mug on one of the cleaner spots of the counter. She'll offer you a cup of coffee.
Ernest will take notice of the mess, but he just gives a encouraging nod because he knows how messy houses are like. So he will just sit down.
She'll see this nod and she'll kind of sigh and say, "This is the interest I was talking about, by the way."
I see.
Well, then you meet him. They're sitting, right?
I would say I'm about to walk in as you step in and goes, we have guests.
Oh.
Yeah.
Greetings. He will offer his hand. I'm
Yes.
Professor Ernest Princeton, and you are?
I will extend my hand as well, shake yours, and go, Ridley Vigil. Maybe probably known as a writer, I guess. I guess is my thing.
Pleasure to meet. Yeah, I've seen your name here and there. I haven't had the pleasure of reading any of your works yet, but you have some books in some libraries, I can say that.
So I'm told, so.
Again, a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure's all mine.
If you don't mind, I had just come here yesterday. It was a couple days ago that we went to that place, right? That cafe, because as I said, I'm terrible with names. It's been a couple days, right?
Yeah.
Okay. A couple days ago, we were talking about some stuff, some events happening in city, and I had a couple things in my mind to ask Sam, so I hope you don't mind me being here.
Not at all.
If he has a problem with you being here, I can shove him back through the window. It'll be okay.
I think that would be good to your brother, no?
You'd be mean to him too if he woke you up at 1 o'clock in the morning going through a kitchen window.
This is about par for the course.
I will not interfere. At any rate, he will sit down and go in a bit of a whispering mood, not quite like hiding anything, just doesn't want to be very audible. So, about that thing you were talking about that day, those children disappearing you told me about, whatever.
Mhm.
Have you managed to learn anything more about that?
Um, kinda. I'm supposed to. The waitress at the cafe. I went back and I talked to her, and she said that her grandmother might know more about it. So I'm supposed to go talk to them at some point.
Ah, I see. Well, I don't know, but I think somehow this whole thing got to my head. Um, Last night I had this dream, this weird dream thing. It's almost a lucid dream, but anyway. It's just a weird thing. The brain does stuff, but whatever. So I had this dream where I was watching a village, and there was this huge bird thingy, and it was swooping in, kidnapping children and stuff. Sorry, just had to relieve myself of the burden. But yeah, I think I would be interested in helping you find out more, because it's just getting to my head for some reason. And oh yeah, there was also another thing. I don't quite know whether that was a hallucination or something, but I also talked with some child. I was quite awake. I'm sure of that, but I was talking with this child, and he was asking me to help him, and it was weird, and suddenly he just disappeared, and I think he meant he he was pointing to these disappearances, like that has to be a hallucination, right? Well, I was wondering,
Uh,
it's so weird.
this mention sounds eerie similar to what you witnessed last night. Tension.
Hmm.
The four of you, please give me a listen roll.
A listen roll. Okay, that's me, right? Uh, Let me
You,
find listen.
all of you.
Oh, okay. Oh yes, that's quite a bit of fail for me.
Okay. Okay.
3
Okay.
failures.
Roland, give me yours.
I'm also listening to this.
I don't think it's us talking. I think it's the voices that are talking.
Okay, okay. And I need to roll listen, you said? What do I need to roll that for? 2d6? Or that's a different.
This starts with a
No, just
number.
click the word listen. It's literally in your skills.
There it is. Listen. The green one or the black one? I can't remember.
Green.
All right.
Bird, thank you. No, the green one, not the gray one.
Oh, the green one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The green one.
All right, there we go.
Yep. There it goes.
We'll
What's
get
with
used to it
you
eventually.
guys and
We all failed our listening rolls. So I
I'd
didn't
like to
hear.
point out that
Yeah.
the highest
Sorry,
one
I didn't do
is
your
a
thing,
25.
GM.
The highest one is a
Absolutely.
25, and that one's mine. And I still failed.
you keep really deep into your conversation. What would be Roland doing at 10 a.m. alone on his home?
Drinking.
You don't want to know.
I think we know.
What can you tell us that he would be doing?
Roland,
Grading.
Roland is going to be back at work, and not back at work at the office, but trying to brainstorm the past day's events. And what day is it? Because I can't remember which day you said that office will be open. I think you said it was going to be after the weekend.
It's Saturday, 10 a.m.
Saturday, 10
and
a.m.
Sunday.
All right. What day did you say that blood samples could be done? at that office? On Monday?
Would be Monday. Yeah.
Okay. So the only thing I have now is the thing that Sam told me, and I'm trying to remember what that was. I don't think it was anything actually.
We said that it could have come from a large bird, like a vulture.
Okay. So I'm gonna go to the. Is there an aviary around this town?
You were going to go to the zoo. They told you they were
Oh,
busy
yeah,
until
you're supposed to go
Sunday.
there and get the
But
feather and
there's no
now that.
aviary then, just a zoo or her, pretty much.
The zoo has the aviary. Yeah.
Okay. And so I can't go there to look at the birds or whatever and try to observe them?
Not until Sunday.
Not until Sunday. Let's see. And my night was without bad dreams, thank goodness.
At least it wasn't
I'm laying off
interrupted.
the alcohol today. And I'm going to go out and get some tea and some bread and jam, I suppose, with
Okay.
a nice side dish of meat, a healthy portion of it.
The restaurant.
Yes, I'm going to go to a restaurant in the downtown area.
He goes to the Happy Cow.
As you three guys are having this chat about the kids, about the bird, you suddenly hear a crash from the window. It enters the room. You can feel really heavy, dusty smell, and you suddenly feel air going on. Bird, a really big bird. Its face is really skinless. It has a blue eye, beak, and it starts flapping in the middle of the kitchen.
So glad I'm not there.
Ah, what the hell? Oh, what is that?
What will you do?
Try to get the bird. Try to get it out.
Did it break the glass or it has an open window without glass?
He made sure the window was open. I wanted to shatter the glass, but they didn't let me.
No breaking windows. She already
today.
has to clean up pots. She doesn't need a glass too.
Yeah, enough
Not-
mess there.
Wait, so you're trying to get the bird?
Like trying to shoo it out of the house.
You
We're
shoo it.
from Italy. This is probably a common thing.
So what would you do to shoot a bird? Like,
She doesn't have her notepad to sit in the morning and had an unexpected guest. She wasn't prepared. So I guess she'll grab a dish towel or something and try to shoo it out. Andale, vamos.
it's really good. The bird seems unaffected and actually tries to beak at you.
Of course.
Birds. My favorite.
Could be worse. Could be a snake.
Snakes are cool. Come on. I like
Yeah, but
snakes.
snakes can kill you.
The poisonous ones?
Bird?
The venomous.
That's beside the point. Yeah, it could be a scorpion. I get those in my house all the time, actually, so that's not too bad.
Oh, yeah, that can be a pain. But then also you have G's, which are like, which can't kill you, but can hurt enough. So birds are no better.
No.
Sam, your Dutch roll, please.
Oh, right. Right. Where's
I don't want to interrupt you. It was cool, a cool moment, but
What's my?
give me a Dutch roll, please.
I...
You can feel how some of the point of the beak gets into your shoulder. That for you.
Everything always hits me in the shoulder. No matter what game I'm playing, it's always my shoulder.
What's accessible, I guess. Ding. The
That's
blood
horrible.
starts covering
Oh,
your clothes, over them, and the bird is covered in blood now. Spatters the bird. You can see a weird gleam on its eye, and it starts to flap harder.
She'll
Eyes.
she'll back up and put her hand on the wound that she now has. Be like, what the hell? What?
What the brother and the professor do?
the professor, especially after the pecking of Sam, he is kind of scared. He is no fan of animals.
Is-
He's just
Sorry, continue.
half avoiding that and half wishing he took his gun with him. And but like, he's also relieved he didn't, because everything could have gone extremely wrong if he did right now. So he is just avoiding the scene and
Okay,
openly being a coward about it.
okay, that's valid.
Seeing as I'm trained in firearms, would it make sense that I'd have one?
It will be
'Cause-
inside your suitcase, I think,
Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
I don't think the bird.
because it's actually not legal to have a firearm in Mexico.
Oh, yep. That's gonna be in the suitcase then. Because okay.
Yeah, you have to put in your suitcase. You would have to go for it. You can do that as an action if you want.
I will just kind of look over and go, do I need to grab like I was about to say a piece, but I was like, that doesn't feel time accurate.
Do I need to grab my gun?
Yeah, do I need to grab my gun?
She'll just look at you with this look of, you really are a dumbass.
Okay. Just gotta go get it.
Go for the weapon. The bird swoops at you. Give me a dodge roll.
Me?
Fen.
Fen? Okay. A dodge roll?
I don't want to get hit by the bird again. I'm good.
Oh, wrong button.
There you go.
You dodge that. Do you want to fight back or just dodge it?
Can I intimidate it?
You could try, I guess.
You just growl at, oh my god!
Please tell us, what do you do to intimidate this bird?
As it suits for me, I'm gonna duck, turn around, and then just do one of those like very kind of almost primal actor-esque, just kind of like lunge back towards it to see what happens to it. Just to be like, ugh. And
Okay, the bird stops midair, attack you, gives a swoop around the kitchen, and goes nearby the window.
Oh man, damn it, we're gonna go see the doctor now, aren't we? God damn it!
I love the
Really can't get away from this fucking doctor.
I'm concerned about the words you just strung into a sentence, but I will save that for a moment here.
I'm sorry, but that was really good.
That like
Dude.
just clicked in my head. So.
Because as someone who doesn't have context of the situation in character,
I mean, yeah, true. She's not even angry at the bird anymore. She's angry at the fact that she might have to go to the doctor.
The bird is flying on place over the window, looking at Sam. What will Sam do?
Glare. That's just about it. She's hurt. She's bleeding. She's mad.
What will you do?
She doesn't have a laser gun.
It's a different word here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in my day and age, what we used to use was a broom.
I mean,
Back
she
in
used the
back in
towel.
olden times. I'm not sure what century you guys are from, but we always just used a broom.
To be fair, I never had birds in my house. I had bats, so we used like blankets. So
Oh, I thought you used laser guns. Like,
that
little
too.
bat, I'm gonna freaking blind you. Pew, pew, pew.
Ernest, what will you do with the bird wreaking havoc on the house?
Just give me a second. Well, he's still just so out of it, but he kind of just wants the bird out of the house, so he will try to kind of rush in and not get near the bird, but just like subtly try to get it to go off, run off,
I think
whatever.
that will be an intimidate, I think.
Yeah, he's not confident about it at all, but yeah. Shall I go for the roll?
Yeah, give me an intimidate. Let's see how this goes.
Okay, we actually succeeded! Yay!
That's good. So the bird goes out of the window. Window gives you a dirty look and goes away.
Phew.
Now,
Close the
surprise me.
window.
Please close the window.
Yeah, that sounds like an idea. And Ernest will just go close the window because, yeah, he doesn't want none of that.
Sam, I'm going to ask you. Please give me a Constitution roll.
Constitution. That's a 6.
There you go. What do you do now that the bird is out of the scene?
Well, she still is bleeding, I'm assuming. Right? So she probably has a towel in her hand, putting pressure on the wound on the towel. She's just going to look at the towel and be like, well, this is a very bad situation now, isn't it?
Sam, are you alright there? Let me have a look. Oh, that bird was just horrible. Are you alright? How are you feeling?
It hurts a lot. Don't
I
know what's
think we
exactly wrong with it, but feels like something stabbed me in the shoulder.
Oh, that damn avians! I'm not a fan of birds. You know that is the reason I'm not. I think we should just go see someone though, because I'm no good with
Hey.
wounds and stuff. Do you know a Doctor nearby? We met that guy the other day, right? Maybe he could help us. Do you know where he lives or stuff? That what was his name? Doctor Heinz.
Dr. Hines, Roland Hines.
Anything wrong? Anything wrong about what I said?
Can't hear her. I think she's doing something outside the.
Heinz,
I-
it's just like the ketchup. You want them everywhere.
Why
I'm
did
just
you
like
have
half of that. I'm sorry.
Can't live without them, you know it.
Are we going to go to see the doctor?
Sure. I mean, if she's going to get forced to go see the doctor, probably by either the professor or her brother. Probably her brother.
Yeah, I mean, Ernest is definitely gonna urge her, but like, he's not gonna force or anything. He's just
Oh no,
definitely no good with.
Ridley will
treatment.
definitely force her.
Yeah. He will literally push her
Idea.
out the door. Let's go.
Yep.
Yeah, so
There's the
off we
knock
go.
on your office, Roland.
Can't hear you.
Ah, finally. Gonna get to have some work to do. This day's going so slow. I hate Saturdays. And let's see who it is. Got some business. I told you before, I can't. You ran into me.
We have a new problem.
You say that you see her covered in blood and feathers.
What in the. What in the. Oh.
Long story short, A giant bird through my window, tried to get it out, did not like it.
Oh, Mary and Joseph, what are you doing? Come on,
Trying
get in
not to
here.
get out.
Why did a bird attack you?
I mean, it came into my house quite wasn't invited. It was quite rude.
What? What did it look like? And let me see the wound, please. Is it? Are you wearing? What are you wearing actually?
She wouldn't have like her blazer or anything on, but she would have like her typical button-down shirt and her slacks and whatnot.
All right. And did all the brothers come into the brother and the professor as well? It's like a crowd.
Yeah.
All right.
A crowd of
Here,
two people.
Quick, come here. I'm going to need you to remove the blouse so I can see the wound. Make sure it's
It's
disinfected.
actually a crowd, like
And I'm
two
going to
people
get.
are.
I'm going to get the curtain that I have to separate the crowd. You can go behind the curtain, and I'll be with you in just a moment.
She'll do that. She'll have like an undershirt on, like a tank top, cami type thing, and
Oh, you
she'll
have an undershirt on. Okay.
like a cami, like so it's spaghetti strap, so you would still be able to see like the full wound.
Okay. Oh,
As you see the wound, you recognize that it's exactly like ones that the kid that you treated had in the tongue.
we need to disinfect this right away, and I need to hear everything you know about that bird.
Had a yellow beak. It was quite large.
How
She's
large?
explaining this as you're working.
I'll roll. Should I roll something for the work I'm doing?
Yes, roll me a first aid.
First aid.
Ow.
All right, I can do this. I'm good at this.
Yeah, you're good at it.
Aid.
Can't look.
Oh. How can I fail putting this?
No!
Well, there's a difference between full operation and a first aid, I suppose.
And I
You won.
accidentally, as I'm trying to disinfect it, I accidentally drop the disinfectant from my hand.
You end up
Ay,
doing it.
blasted.
Just you do it.
Well,
Just you
looks
do
like
it.
we're
Is there
one for
anything
one
alright
now.
there,
Looks like
Doc?
we're one for one. We
More
both
like
lost
one.
something very important. That's gonna. I have to go to the hospital now to pick up a new supply.
You get healed 2 points, Sam. You haven't made a full recovery, but you're getting better there.
I bandage it up and just wash it out with water instead of disinfectant.
It worked.
If you can, or no, actually, what I do is think I'll just use some alcohol just for the fun of it.
That's always
Ouch.
a practical
Okay.
alternative.
It works. I was like, well, I don't have this. This is going to hurt a little bit. Hold your breath. And really, this is my favorite alcohol. I'm not happy about this.
My favorite alcohol. What the hell?
And I just put it. I put it on the cloth, and I just put it right on the wound.
You just hear like go like out in pain. Just like the loudest sound that's been in the office all day.
And so I need to hear everything about this wound and this bird. You said it's yellow beak. Is it black?
Yellow-
Is it white? How large is it? And what did it do? What did it just come in and attack you? How did it get through the window?
Well, the window was.
Okay.
That's how it.
Did it happen to catch on fire this time?
I wish. Like she'll
Wait.
hear that and it'll take a moment and be like, "I wish. Maybe
So
I should have touched it. Maybe
So
it
I'm
wouldn't
guessing
have."
you didn't touch it. Okay.
No.
What did you do with it then? Where is it now?
I don't know where it is now. It flew out the window.
You didn't. If an animal attacks you, you should try to capture it so you can find something to make sure it's not venomous.
Birds aren't typically venomous, Doctor.
Well, you should have tried capturing it yourself, Doc. We barely managed to push it out as it is.
How big was this thing? Are you talking something like an
Suddenly-
ostrich? You're making it sound like it was an ostrich.
I don't know.
You're
It was
speaking.
closer to-
You hear glass breaking as the bird gets in.
Into
You
my
really
office.
just wanted to break a window,
Yes,
didn't you?
breaking the window.
Not again!
Bloody hell! What is this? I just turned British. And I.
You can see the bird and like about a man's arms.
Okay.
It's black. It has blue eyes. Out on its beak, a yellow beak.
What do I have in my office?
Office. Normal medical supplies. You have some. I mean, you would have something that you could use as a weapon, but it will be stashed away, not out in the open.
It would be
Throw
my
a
medical kit, though,
scalpel at
like
it.
my knives, right?
What will you do as this bird gets in? No, first give me a dodge roll because there's glass shards everywhere.
There's no numbers for my dodge.
You have a base dodge.
So what do I click? The
Everyone has a
one?
base dodge.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, you got dodge. It won't let me click my dodge for some reason. So
Let me-
it says it's dex based. Let me find out what my dex is.
It was empty for me as well, so you can manually fill it in. It's
25
half
is
of
my
your dex.
right?
Up.
All right, there we go. Now let's try it. Hey!
Woo!
Oh,
Eight
fail.
and quantums.
Yeah. I'm sorry?
We all just failed.
Do we need a dodge roll as well?
For everyone that's on the office.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
So the only one that's graceful enough, it's Fen. Under the table and avoids all the glass shards. Every one of you takes 2 points of damage
Great.
from the shards.
Where does this bird come from?
Did you say we have some other extra luck
Can
things or something?
I failed to mention it sooner, but I was able to go and get my firearm from my suitcase before leaving.
You did.
Okay, cool. Can I go? I'm gonna go look up what one is because I don't have it marked down here for some reason. But I have the skill set up for it. But
I
it's a
actually just
revolver.
had the firearms page open, so if you give me the name of the gun, I can give you.
I don't have the gun name. I just have
okay.
that I wanted to take.
Yeah, it will be a D8. I have it here.
Okay, it's a D8. What's the name of the gun? Just so I can also put it in here.
It's revolver 32 revolver.
Oh, but sick.
A 32. Okay. Yeah.
So are you going to make it blaze?
Mm-hmm.
If I see him, I'm going to try to cover my ears because I know it's going to be really, really loud.
Yeah. Same with.
Yeah,
Ernest.
I will. Is the bird in such a position where it's not? There won't be any. I can't shoot anyone else in the process.
It's in the center of the room. Like
Okay.
it crashed into the room and it's like floating there. Like,
I'm
Okay.
just trying to get away from anywhere close to his aim and get behind the bed of my behind the bed thing where the patients rest.
okay.
Thanks.
All right. I will,
The closest one to the bird. Oh, are you gonna do it?
I'm gonna shoot it. I'm gonna pull out my 33 revolver and just shoot it.
I
Hey,
hide behind the
I'll probably whip.
gurney.
Hey, I missed.
oh my god. But it wasn't as critical. Okay, you shoot directly onto the lamp that's over the, and the oil gets out. Glass from the lamp. It's also showering everyone. Give me another dodge roll, all of you, please.
Merida, Joseph, where did you learn to shoot? That's an
And
oil
it'll-
lamp, you idiot!
What
God,
are
I
you even
succeeded.
doing?
Are you
Okay.
trying to burn my shop down? My office? My practice?
Everyone who fails gets 1 damage, and you feel how the oil There you go.
I mean,
One
it's a
damage?
30. It's a 33 revolver. It's not entirely the most accurate of weapons.
Oh my god, I'm almost dead, guys.
No, let me tell you, they are accurate. You're the one that's being inaccurate here.
They're not the most accurate.
Give me yours, Sam's and Finn. Let's see how you do.
Yeah.
Oh, can't hear you very well. You're crackling up a little bit.
Sorry. There you go. I see them. Well, as I said, the ones who failed, you have 1 damage
Yep.
all over you. What will you do?
Sick.
I started taking my jacket off really quick. I'm not gonna be just in case he's. Don't fire again. Whatever you do, don't fire again. You'll start a fire.
No, fire
Can you
again.
hear-
Set his office on fire. I dare you.
Yeah, Ernest does the same, takes the jacket off, even steps on it a couple times, and he's gathered his courage a little bit and just wait a second, sorry. Just shout at Ridley. Okay, give me that gun. I know my stuff. Just before you burn this office down, or should one of us just
No
give me that
guns.
damn
And
gun?
I take my jacket. No guns. Use our jackets. And I'm gonna rush at the bird like this.
I don't know that rushing at it with a jacket is gonna do much.
And diving in.
Also,
Last time we tried that, it worked, but I don't believe it will.
I mean, the last time
I mean-
that I got hurt, so
As you're struggling, Sam, you can see how the bird looks directly into your eye with its blue weird eye, and saying like it's you, and swoops down to you.
cool.
Do you
Is that
want to
another
fight
shot?
back, or do you want,
How many
or
birds
do you
are
want to
there?
dodge?
Okay. I'm gonna chase this thing with my jacket.
What am I rolling?
Do you want to fight back? If you want to fight back, it will be a brawl roll, or if you want to just get out of the way, it will be dodge.
We're gonna dodge, and hopefully not die. Fall off the bed. I fall on top of Roland as he's getting up to get with his jacket onto this bird.
Ah! What are you doing?
Doesn't miss you, but doesn't hit you completely. You can feel the talons scraping your head.
It's a vicious thing.
You
This thing has.
see how blood starts covering your eye.
Don't let it scratch you, whatever you do. You're already too late. It has some kind of poison, I believe.
What will the others do?
Why would I believe that?
You do.
Well, it has some kind of poison, I believe. We must not let it scratch us. And then
It's too late for that one, Doc. I'm sorry.
just shoot the damn thing. If you don't know how to shoot, give the gun to me. I do.
Okay, no, give the gun to me. I have some practice actually.
Sam is gonna duck up under the gurney.
I know it's been a few months, but I know how to shoot things. Just please give me the gun. Let me be done with it. And this is actually quite scared, but he just wants.
Your
wants the
hands are
gun.
shaking, old man. What are you talking about?
Okay. Hands no longer shaking. Okay, now give me the gun, please. We just need to get rid of this thing.
Where is the gun?
And has it.
Sam has it.
No, Sam is under the gurney trying not to get shot.
Really? You have it? Where's the gun?
Who has
What
the gun?
you do?
Ridley?
I do. Ridley has the gun.
Young man, I'm a professional. Trust me. I can
A
shoot this
professional
damn thing.
in what?
Being
A
an
surgeon,
idiot.
but I'm also a damn good shot.
Thinking the bird swooped down. What did you do? What did you
No,
do?
I just hit buttons. I forgot. I didn't actually say I was gonna shoot, and I just kind of
And it
fucking
doesn't help that I hate these birds.
yeah.
As
But
you're,
I cannot
as
let it
you're
escape.
bickering,
Quickly, now, we have no time. It cannot scratch any of us. It has a poison. I have to get to
as
your
you're
sister, but we
bickering,
can't.
the bird swoops down into Roland. Give me a dodge or a brawl, Roland.
Ah!
If you want to fight back, give me a brawl. If you want to dodge, just a dodge.
I'm just gonna dodge. I'm scared to shitless of birds. This is where I die.
Yo,
If you-
at first I didn't die.
Yep, this is probably where I'm gonna die.
how the bird gets into your face and tries to scratch your eyes, but you cover yourself and it only scratches your hands. It gets you, let me see. I'm gonna roll for that. Go. Oh god, that's mean.
4 damage.
Oh,
Out from the bird's talons.
And I start bleeding. I think it's probably like hit one of my arteries because I have 1 hit point.
Okay.
So I think it must have hit my. Ah! Ah! I am staunch the blood. I'm trying to staunch the blood. Ah! Ah! My hands are shaking.
damn!
Quickly, shoot it!
Damn bird! At
Spraying
this
all
point,
over you,
Ernest,
Fit. It's spraying all
is
over
the-
you, Bridley.
Ernest is just angry and he just tries to grasp the gun out of Ridley's
I'm
hand.
just gonna hand it to him.
Give me
I'm not
this
gonna-
gun. I
Yes,
actually know
yeah.
how to shoot this.
All right.
And then he
When
shoots.
you, yeah, say when you miss.
Or me.
Yeah, he holds the
No,
gun.
I'm sure.
Okay, Roland, just get out of the way. What do we do? Everyone, get out of the way.
I'm diving under the gurney, under the table, pretty much, or behind me.
Yeah,
rather.
and now he tries to shoot it. And
Go, what did you get?
Sam and Roland up under the gurney together, just trying not to get die.
I just feel like
bleeding all over.
Ridley just kind of takes
I'm
a step
bleeding
back
on
and
you,
leans
don't
against the
worry.
wall and goes,
You shoot
"Are you
right
sure? Are you sure it's not?"
behind the bird. It ricocheted.
it's too close to shoot.
Okay, now you're gonna make excuses. All right.
Hit anyone. You don't hit anyone, but you see 2 holes in the floor and in the holes as it ricocheted.
I have a question. Is there a way for me to combat crawl out of this office?
I think it's in the way of the door, isn't it?
Oh, dude, is the bird and
What do you do?
hide.
What do you do?
I'm going to try to go to my medical supplies where those are in the corner.
Okay. Give me a constitution roll, please. You're bleeding.
Yes, I am. Already? And can I get a first aid roll first?
Give me the constitution, then your first roll. Let me check something.
Con roll, okay. That's straight up green on con.
Oh, that's a really bad roll. You start
Great.
paint, and then you go blackout over your medicine things.
Oh, damn it!
Well,
Doctor,
Can I help him like onto the floor, like prop him onto the floor up against
I
like?
was a cleric.
I need a healer. Oh shit, he passed out. Wait.
Bird starts squawking again, and then tries to go
Are you gonna-
up to.
gonna shoot again? Or you just
If we have a chance, how far is Roland from the bird? As
From
he
the
is on
bird.
the
It will
floor.
be like 2 meters, something like that.
It's not a big room for sure.
Yeah, that's a bit close, but is the bird attacking anyone right now?
Are you gonna fight back or are you gonna dodge?
Right now attacking me.
Shoot the damn thing!
He will try to shoot. Yeah. Shall I roll for it? Okay.
First.
Woo!
Finally,
Oh,
get a shot at it. Alright. Did you?
I'll tell you what happened.
Yes. Yeah, there we go.
You take a shot just as the bird is getting into your face. You simply shot it out of the air and it explodes.
How am I going to study it
I
now?
got it. I got the thing.
Feathers, all the guts go into the
you're
floor.
also
It's on the floor and it's looking at you and then closes.
So it's dead.
Oh, it's fucking over.
It did.
So am I.
Really?
You're not
Sorry. thank you again. Okay.
yeah. take it
Everyone,
back.
calm down a second.
I'm gonna.
A doctor.
Put the man down. We're gonna help him. And he'll just,
Yeah, since I'm like right next to Roland,
Bleeding
can I like
out.
clean up his wounds and like grab some of the medical supplies he left
I have first aid.
left there and wrap
Do
them
a
up?
first aid roll, please.
Oh, good. I'm not sorry if this like kills you. That's a success.
You do like me. You do like me.
No,
You really
she's
like
only
me.
reviving you to piss you out more.
You're
Patch him
just
up.
keeping me alive so I can pay for your camera.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
You cut the bleeding, you clean it, and you lay him on the table with the help of your brother. What will you do now?
I will also
Oh.
exchange the spent shells in my revolver with fresh ones. Close back up, holster it.
Suddenly you hear a knock on the door, but really, really heavy, like, police!
I knew it. Wouldn't it be Policia?
I have to tell it for the audience, yeah.
I'm going to kind of walk up to the door and go.
They shot the doctor.
I'm gonna.
Shoot the police officer.
I'm not gonna shoot him. I imagine that very in character, by the way.
What do you want?
No. No.
You're like, please don't shoot the police officer. I'm like, I'm not going to. I'm gonna open the door and go, officer.
And you see a young officer, very handsome, clear eyes, and he's kind of like, he looks kind of scared. He has a revolver on hand. It's like, what's happening here?
We had a bit of an accident.
Oh.
A bird attacked one of our fellow individuals. Made a lot of noise in the process.
A bird attack. Where are you shooting?
Quite a bit rather wrong.
I mean, shooting. Not sure.
Blood everywhere, isn't it? Like the whole room full of blood from the bird's guts.
Yep.
Feathers in the
No.
air.
Trying to look into the room. What are you gonna do?
No, I'm not gonna stop him looking at the room. My pistol's like in like kind of the shoulder, like the
holster?
pocket, yeah, in the holster, and I've got my jacket closed, so it's not super obvious. And I'm just kind of like, are you? I'm not sure where there was. It did hit the rung that keeps that curtain up. That might have caused it, but
In the oil lamp.
yes.
He gets when he gets in, he gets his revolver and points all of you down to the floor. I don't know what
Sam
happened.
I'm
here.
gonna-
Can I ask you something 1 second?
Can I charm him?
You what?
Can I charm him?
You went to what?
Right?
Yes,
Charm
I'm
him,
glad.
but-
Fuck yeah. Thank you. I'm appreciative of you.
99?
Roll 20.
That's like the worst you can get.
No, 100 is the worst you can get.
You can do this. You can push the roll if you want. But if it's something worse, I guess it can be worse right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it theoretically could be 1 point worse.
That's,
I will push the roll. What does that require to do so?
It's a
Roll, and if it's something worse, you get a worse consequence. Instead of failure, it's gonna complicate the story for all of you.
That's fun. That's fine. It doesn't matter.
Can I ask something?
Way to
Can
go,
you
man.
use? Can I ask something? Can you use luck now after push roll?
Oh, you can
Like
use
that
one or the other.
What kind of luck
You
do
can
we
just-
have? I don't get that thing. I guess I forgot about that. I was gonna. ask
We
you
have a
before.
pool of luck that we rolled for, and we can use from that pool to equate our rolls to our points, for example.
You use one or the other. You can use
One or the other.
Now.
One or the other. Okay, gotcha.
Cool.
I will say, as the officer is demanding us to get on the floor, Sam is still trying to help Roland, like still trying to get the bandages and whatnot. And she will just look at the officer with the most deadpan expression and be like, "It's either I get on the floor or he dies. Take your pick."
Yeah, officer. So we will need help.
He looks at you and he says,
What
"Okay,
do
you keep doing that. The two of you on the floor now, or I'm gonna start." With
Okay,
on the floor.
no need for any problems. He will get on the floor on his knees, hands on the open, and he will kind of Ernest will kind of frantically try to explain, like, I guess, how the bird came in and how the sounds happen, and he will look around the room to see. Did Ridley tell about the gun? Because I
He heard
wasn't
it.
100% sure of that. Okay. he will look around the room to see if there's anything he can kinda use in terms of a just mumbo jumbo. Say like, hey, this thing dropped, and I didn't. There was this air pocket that it hit on, and it exploded real loud. He will
We
try
hit the
to
gas line.
Yeah.
make up a fake explanation.
Talk, please.
I'm sorry. What?
Just talking.
Fast talk. Okay. That's my best stat.
That's one of my
Yeah.
stats. It's one of my better ones, in my opinion.
You fell with a 17? Holy crap! How do you even?
Because
Yeah,
he
my
has
fast
five.
talk is the base stat.
What are we trying to get? What number are we trying to roll? Close to 50?
Well, you have to
Five.
get lower than
A
what
five,
your
a five.
base stat is 5.
I was actually kind of shooting for a physics one, but he's such in a frantic mood that he obviously doesn't have the time to properly explain anything. So yeah.
The police officer looks at Sam and please explain what's going on here.
She'll explain. There was a crash in the window. A giant bird. She'll point to the one that's on the ground. Came in. I guess in a rage. Might have rabies. Might just be angry. Something probably attacked it. It attacked us in retaliation. And as our defense, we had tried to defend ourselves. As you can see, some of us have gotten hurt. Some of us have not. Caused a ruckus. It ruined the curtain. It destroyed the oil lamp. We apologize for the loud ruckus and the unneeded noise, but we did what we needed to do in order to not get severely injured.
She lets out a cigarette.
And roll, Roland.
What kind of roll do I need to make? What do I need to roll?
Constitution. Con.
Okay.
Please give it.
Do I have
Damn.
some luck maybe? I don't know.
95 is not gonna help you.
I mean,
how much-
you might
how much-
have
You
to
can knock
go
it
for
down
it,
20.
but that's quite a bit of luck to spend on it.
Alright.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna share the Guys,
Well,
by the way, just so you know, there's threads of fate in Call of Cthulhu. If you do throw some bits up to $5, you can give us a reroll for good or bad. $10, we get to call in the cavalry and get some help. And $15 or 1,500 bits introduces a new plot complication, which please don't do that.
Please do that.
That's what people are wanting
And
to
of course,
do,
you can go
though.
higher and higher if you want to be more super involved into the stream. But if you guys would like to be part of the Threads of Fate and pull on the different threads and help us along, you can do that by throwing bits or giving donations. Okay, so what do I need to do?
Cold. It was to see if you woke up, but you're still knocked out.
I can't wake him up myself. I can't, like, dump water or something on him.
Give me another first aid roll, please.
Oh, no.
Dump
Oh,
the
no.
alcohol down my throat. Woo!
Please.
Good morning, Mexico!
No, I can't find anything to wake him up, apparently.
Oh, there you go. Stabilize him. You can do anything else right now. The officer looks
look,
at you really weirdly. What you're talking about?
The on the floor.
And when you see that he's looking at where the bird is, you see the guts. He doesn't see something there. Like he's just looking at it and like. Here.
Only we see the bird, right? Is that what you mean?
He's looking right at the place where you see the bird, but he's like, "What should I be seeing here? I don't see anything here."
Ernest will interrupt because, like, whatever it may be, it's obvious that the police doesn't see it, so he doesn't think it will be useful for them to push the idea that the bird's still there. It got wounded, but it was still flying around. It must have just flopped off while we're panicking about our friend. But I'm sure you can see some blood on the window or anything. It's gotta just jumped off. I don't know. I don't know where it is. Maybe check the street down below. Oh, I'm sorry.
He looks at the window. He looks at the window and sees that it's broken. I guess something would have done. And he looks at all of you and is like, "Oh yeah, all of you are gringos." Gives you like a good evening, like a good morning, and he gets out of the way, like, but looking at you like really weird.
Like we're all on drugs.
You have a good day too, officer.
And
Thank you for
doctors-
stopping by. And then you will go join Sam in helping the doctor.
Okay, what will you do now that the officer is out?
Well, obviously we gotta get our friend here better.
We're not crazy, right? We all saw a bird, right?
There, by the way, you see it, but he didn't see it.
Sam's asking that. Like,
I'm gonna pick it up and kind of like this one.
yeah, that one.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, no, it's here. And I'm just gonna drop him at the floor.
When you pick it up, feel some heat, and it starts burning.
Ha! I'm
Okay.
the only thing that can set things on fire.
Wait,
See that?
It
Wait.
runs in the family, obviously.
how? I mean, I've heard of people, but spontaneously. What? Okay.
All of the bird burns except for the beak that falls on the floor.
Okay, guys. Wait. How can it burn? Is there a? There can't be such a intense radiation coming in. Does the bird have a mechanism inside or anything?
Professor.
Anything? There wasn't a fuse. There wasn't.
Professor, this happened the other night in my own house with a feather. I don't know how to
What?
explain it either. I just let it happen. And it caught me on fire.
But there has to be an explanation, no? There has to be a reason.
It may not be.
You feel the smell of cooked flesh and of feathers, like of when you burn hair. That is really disgusting. That's what you feel.
Okay. But it burned quite fast. Can't be gradual. Okay, I will need to make some calculations about this, but before that, we need to calm down a bit. Actually, I need to check something.
I feel like all of us are relatively calm except for you, Professor. You need
Just like
to
stop bleeding out.
Yeah.
Roland, give me another Constitution check.
Can I make pour a drink for the professor from the doctor's own alcohol stash?
You mean if you won't, I will.
Use my own alcohol. Finally, it works.
It's
The alcohol really
convenient.
works. I told you it worked.
You wake up and you regain 1 HP because it was so good.
More.
I will pour. I'll start just pouring glasses for all of us.
We all need a drink.
More.
Yep.
Is it?
As
Where is it?
Yeah.
Where is it? We
It's
must.
gone.
I just gave you another a refill.
by the way, can I ask a question? Actually, Eleven Chat gave me an actual good idea. What was the color of the flame as the bird just flared up? Was it red? Was it yellow? Was it blue?
It was orange.
Orange.
Like
again,
fire.
normal heat fire, not normal burning up. Okay.
Sam will look down at the doctor because he obviously looks puzzled as he sees that what he would remember his arms being bloodied and damaged are now bandaged.
What will you do, Doctor?
I'm curious. When it burned up, it didn't catch anything else on fire.
I held it away from anything so it wouldn't.
Where is the bird? We have to study it. And I need this disinfected. Quick, pour the alcohol on my hands.
You're already
Not
bandaged.
that one. The other one.
You're
Did you-
bandaged.
Doctor
You're
Hines,
fine.
I
you
start
will
taking
not
them
believe
off.
this.
I start taking them off. It needs to be cleaned.
You're cleaned.
She already did it.
If you're going to take your bandages off, you're gonna have to do a Constitution roll again.
she did a
tugging at my
good, she did a good enough job.
Sam
You
won't
should hold
stop
of it.
him.
You should stop the
Yeah.
bleeding now.
Sam
Do
will
it,
stop him.
Kim, please.
And
We're
she'll
gonna
look
stop
down
you.
at him and say, "It's clean. The
My
bleeding
hand.
stopped. Banded. Just because you're a doctor doesn't mean shit for me. You're good."
The bird burned up also.
Oh yeah, and Ridley set the bird on fire.
Yes,
It's
clearly.
impossible to believe.
How
I
did it
know.
happen? How?
The same way the feather happened.
They just touched it, and somehow these things don't happen. These things don't just happen. I mean,
Are your family some kind of wizards or witches?
Yes, we are a long line of witches and wizards that come from a very far-off land.
Are you
that-
from Massachusetts?
Yes, I'm from Massachusetts. Fucking
witches and
Boston,
wizards
is that the
in
name of the
this
city?
age.
Is that the name of the city? That's
Shaking her head slowly.
no.
As you're saying this, you remember that there's a beak on the floor.
Yes, I will pick it up though. I will. As it was the only thing remaining, I will pick it up and.
There's no
and
talons left? You can't.
Man.
There's no evidence of talons?
Nope.
The only thing that you
You
see is
find
the
out a
beak.
lot about a bird by its beak.
Where are the ashes?
Gone.
Ashes.
Burned up with it. They're on none.
Flew away in the wind.
We need
Like
to.
a bird.
I need you. You need to take some samples of the wounds. The last
You ain't getting samples of my wounds. You already put alcohol in it. I'm good.
victim that I saw was attacked by something that had the same wound that you did.
Guys,
They
I
went
just
crazy.
realized something. If the bird is gone, where the hell is the bullet? I shot the thing.
Well,
And
there's one in the
I'm-
wall, one in the ceiling, one in the floor. Probably one that burned up with the bird.
No. I'm sure. As I shot it up, I tracked the bullet. It didn't pass through it.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
well-
It probably burned with the bird.
How can just a spontaneous fire that burns up a carbon being burn up a lead bullet?
Well, if you get it hot enough, the lead will melt and turn into a liquid.
If it was hot enough, it would have definitely burned our friend Ridley's hand.
My hand was unsinged, right?
None of this makes
Your
sense.
hand is completely pristine.
I'm having a
Oh,
very.
wait, so I catch on fire and I'm not okay.
Yeah, I know. It happened.
Poor Sam.
Are there any other doctors in this city?
Yeah, of course there are. Just you don't know them
I don't know.
by
any of
name
them.
and stuff.
You just happen to be the closest
No,
one.
you know the ones at the university because you had to get your license, but you don't know their consult. That will be different.
Okay.
That contact. But yeah,
Look, doctor, if you need samples, at least wait until, you're well enough to take your...
Yeah. That's probably the wisest thing we can do right now.
I need to bar these windows.
Yeah,
Goodness.
I'm with that. I'm 100% with you on that one. I need to bar my own window.
Also not going to stop you.
It'll stop you breaking into the house.
I
Yeah, but hopefully this time, you'll just answer the door when I knock.
There's a key under the mat.
Well, guess who doesn't know that because they didn't tell me in any of the telegrams.
You could have looked.
I could have, but it feels like at the same time I could also just walk through a window and get the same result.
I mean, someone could have called the police
And now that key's
through the window.
Yep, they could have, and then the police would have shown up, and then you'd been like, "Hey, my brother's being an asshole and a dipshit," and it would have been resolved.
No, actually, probably. Yes, I could have. Or I could have let them take you to jail for the night, you know?
Yeah, you probably would actually, knowing you.
all of you, please give me a listen roll.
All of us?
Yeah, let's do that. Listen. Oh,
Hey.
all right.
One of us passed.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. Oof.
That's a fumble.
Sports ball.
He
Would be
goes there
upset with
for
me.
the day.
Sports ball.
Sports ball would be upset with me for that.
Good rolls. They're quantum and
Yeah.
Hey. Hey, y'all rolled these.
96s, two 96s. What are the odds?
1 out of 100.
Well, it's about 1 in 10,000
Yeah, I'd say I think 1 in 10,000 is roughly the result.
probability.
Outside, some thunder. You see the sunny when you were walking and strolling. Now it's kind of dark with gray clouds. Anyone going to look through the window?
How long was I out?
Few minutes.
It's been maybe 10 minutes, but I've seen storms
Probably
gather
by.
in quite a quick time. There was probably clouds out of our sight, but it's summertime, right? It's quite hot, as you said. It's actually quite a hot day. It's kind of possible. Water rises up, a lot of water rises up while it's hot, and maybe a wind just rolled in, and there's a storm in our hands.
My hands are still shaking. Just
It's natural when you
Will
got
someone
your
look?
arms ripped up.
Will someone peek through the window?
I'm going to look out the window because I guess, or look out my door.
Sam's gonna keep him on the bed.
I will look up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ernest will
Yes,
go
too.
to check the window.
Aw.
As you look through the window, Roland, you see that your building where you are, and when you look out, birds circling it.
Who sees this? Me or somebody else went out? Me?
Yeah.
I look. Ah! And I slam the door. I must be dreaming.
What was that?
I must be dreaming. There's
No,
hundreds,
what?
hundreds of them. Hundreds of them.
Wait, what?
Over.
In this weather?
Do I see these birds that he speaks of?
If you go out and just look,
Don't
you
open
see
the door.
4 birds.
Four birds?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
There's-
cast sleep.
There's only 4 outside.
How many do
There are
you
hundreds.
need? Look what they've done. Just one of them.
Can I ask a little something? How windy is it outside?
Right now, you don't feel any, not even a breeze. Like the air is kind of still.
It's a calm weather, okay, despite a storm brewing. But
I'm
yeah,
going to go
that's
to my
fine. That
safe-
happens.
Go ahead, Quantum. What were you saying?
Like a storm brewing, but there's no wind. But I suppose that's kind of natural for a summer storm. So yeah.
I would like to check out. In my safe, would I have my gun there?
You would.
I'm going to go and quickly start covering my things and taking the safe. And I'm going to take out the gun and hold it shaking. And what kind of gun is it? And how do I get the stats on the sheet?
Yeah.
Hides
It will
behind
be. It will be a block auto, and it will be a D10.
A D10 block alto? What?
Let me type it for you.
A block. And
Sam is officially done with the amount of guns in this building. She hides.
block auto 17 millimeter. Nice.
Yeah, for guns to be legal, we all surely have them. I don't. I'm not proficient in arms. A knife, yes, but not a gun.
Do I need to? It has a number of
Wait,
attacks or
a
anything else?
Glock 17, a G17. That is not at all period accurate, but that's fine.
Yeah,
It's really
I
not.
was gonna say that.
Maybe I.
Don't
I
be
think
jealous.
I-
Don't be jealous.
I'm not jealous. I'm just
check the
Maybe
guns here. We
maybe
have
check
a
the-
Colt.
He meant to say
automatic,
I have an
guess.
Uzi,
Yeah, maybe
okay?
a Colt.
There you are.
Yeah,
Okay.
a Colt will work.
yeah. A Colt makes way more sense. A Colt 99, a Colt 19.
Yeah.
G.
Colt
A G-
99 with the teeth that,
Glock is more 60s, I guess, 70s.
It started in the 70s is when they
Yeah,
started
70s,
making
80s.
Glocks. Yeah,
Or the
80s.
revolver.
A Magnum revolver.
yeah.
It has the same damage. It's just modern. Yeah,
Okay. Range or anything, that range attacks ammo? Do I have any of that stuff?
What?
Do I need to put in
Well,
range attack and ammo?
it's 15 yards, 6 bullets.
6 bullets. Okay. Is there a malfunction thing on it or any attack thing on it? One attack or does it reload because it's auto, right? So it's 6 attacks.
Rollers aren't typically automatic.
Oh yeah, it's not automatic. That was the first one. Okay. Okay.
What will you do now, people?
Sam hides behind anything she can get behind because of the amount of guns in the room.
There's 2 guns. Like it's not.
Yeah, currently.
There are 2 guns and 2 very injured people, and one of these injured people who cannot keep his hands steady like he has Parkinson's has one.
You take that corner there. I'll take this corner over here. And I'm gonna find something that I can steady my hand on and put the gun on top of to try to help.
Is there a desk?
Yeah, there's a desk.
Yeah, Sam hides under the desk.
I would sit next to her with the stool and kind of duck behind a little bit with the gun aimed at the window.
That's perfect. Have have Sam be at like below Roland under a desk because that's not anything wrong at all.
It's a large desk, okay?
That doesn't justify anything.
I didn't mean anything for anyone. Yeah, there are too many guns.
There's 2 guns and 4 birds. They come in.
And 2
You can take
severely injured people.
And
Laws are too-
I'm not breaking any laws. My gun is registered.
I mean, so is Ridley's, but
During the revolution.
The important question is registered where?
Here. I got it here.
That should work.
I mean, I do have the paperwork for mine as well. They may not care because it's Italian, but
we can
Yeah,
check.
he's been living here.
I was registered back home, but I'm yet to finish the paperwork here, so that's why mine isn't on. On me, I mean.
Here,
Guns.
still, you feel the temperature drop, and you start hearing how rain comes down. It's very slow, very small, and then it pours.
I have a question. Since Sam is still in her undershirt, is there like a jacket or something she can have?
Brr.
I guess hers. His, I mean,
Roland's?
others.
Yeah.
If he has.
I have
Yeah.
a jacket, but it's covered in oil.
So is
covered in
Ernest.
blood.
Crap, what happened?
He threw that
That's
as well.
mine is not fully covered in oil. But if you want something that is more than just an undershirt, Ridley will happily, just take it off.
I mean, it's not necessarily the most decent of things for her to be wearing in a public place, even if it is a doctor's office. So, should
Cops
take
come
it.
in. What kind of party is this?
The best is the answer you're looking for.
The best kind. There's alcohol in the counters, guns in almost everyone's hands.
Oh, you
This is a
you
BYOB
people and
party.
your new music.
Yes,
So
swing,
Thunder start to crackle. What will you do?
Did I see thunder out there? Was it like a big funnel cloud type of thing, or a bit like a storm head, and then the birds were underneath it, or?
When you
What's
were
the
looking at the
sky
birds, it was just gray. But then when Fen started looking, it was black, and there were like the big clouds, and now it's pouring down.
We still have a window in the office, right?
It's shattered now.
Yeah, a shattered window. That's what I mean. Like just a space that we can see outside.
Yes, of course, in the Adobe building, of course.
Outside, you see some of the people running because it started raining. Silent, except for the rain sounds and some thunder.
Ernest will calculate the distance between the thunders the focus of the thunders than themselves, because that's a thing you can do with physics.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So, do we have any knowledge of how far they are? Like, do they sound like right above us or somewhat in the distance?
What did I see when I saw that?
Give me your psychic roll. So your physics roll.
Okay. Let me. Yeah, that's a success there, and a closed one.
That was really good. You know that the thunder has a space 5 miles.
A distance of 5 miles. Okay. We got a bit of distance between the thunder and us, so I don't think it's all magically right above us or something. The clouds seem kind of low, so yeah. I mean, that's the thing. In case you guys wanted to know.
Okay. Well, where do you think this is coming from? I'm no weatherman, but this doesn't seem normal. This is. I feel like I'm going mad or something. What happened to Sage? Okay.
Back.
Robert, all right. Robert, are you okay? You still there? All right.
Yeah.
That was a cool mini.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my Alt-A mini.
I think we
Here
should.
we
That's
go.
my rogue.
Yeah,
because-
we were reversal sec.
You're
Yeah,
definitely going weird. Yeah.
it happens. I experienced it happen with Zoom when one just breaks off.
So you're inside his office. It's boring. You were just attacked by a bird.
Um,
It's
Ro-
midday.
yeah. Ernest just realized in a moment that he didn't actually tell Roland about what happened in his dream, and wonders if it has anything to do with what's happening here. So he will quickly recount his dream of the huge bird-like thing hunting those children and children disappearing and stuff.
You had a dream of that.
Yeah, and I have to say, it looked a little similar to these birds right now.
If I recall, and correct me if I'm wrong, Keeper, but if I recall, I heard a story, or was that our journalist that heard the story about birds coming down and taking children?
That was me.
It was her, not you.
Okay.
I have it written down. I still have to go meet Grandma. Abuela.
That was a dream. Well, it's very odd because
Yeah.
I'm part of an investigation, an official investigation into some disappearances.
Yeah, I've heard of that too. I mean, Sam did. So I don't think I think it's just that getting into my head. But with everything about birds happening today, I don't know.
I found
I
this
need a
bird feather
drink.
on the child that I examined.
Was that the feather that Sam told us it burned out?
Yes, the one she touched and burned. Yes.
It's
You're
so
not gonna let that
weird.
go, are you?
For something to just heat up and catch a flame, you can only think of some sort of radiation reaching it. But for that to happen at such an arbitrary point, I'll have to think on that. That's for sure. But
Could it be
I
a
can't
chemical
concentrate
reaction?
right now.
But how could they survive if they touch us? They burn.
You
Here's
touched it.
the
and it
thing:
didn't burn.
you can't just arbitrarily choose a moment for a chemical reaction to just occur. I'm not a chemist. I'm not an expert on that kind of stuff. But you would have, if you want to be that precise, you would have to set up some sort of mechanism, because biological beings just don't tend to react, especially when they're dead or it's just a feather that you go over. I don't imagine it being large enough to contain any sort of such mechanisms. So
Besides, Doctor, you touched the feather yourself. It didn't burn. The only time it's ever burned is me or when
So
Ridley here.
maybe it is just your family.
Maybe. We Italians have the special skill. We're very bright, happy, finesse like people.
No, really, I touched the feather with no problem. And when you touched it, your brother touched it, it burned.
We're Italians. We're just that hot.
Ah,
Touch,
oh, Italian.
flame,
German.
electricity. That might be it.
Saying that we're electrifying?
I don't know why I kid. I always have to
Are
carry.
you saying
I
they
always
have some greased lightning?
Could be. It could be static electricity. You
That's a
know.
few decades later.
Have you ever rubbed your feet on a rug and then tried to touch something metal?
You're talking about
know what
static
happens, right?
electricity.
Some people. That's what I've heard. I don't know any such people myself, but some people just tend to have electricity build up within themselves, and when they go touch something, maybe it was that kind of reaction.
Are you just
So
saying
you're
that we're
saying Sam is
shocking?
not grounded?
Yes,
I
that might
always
be
knew
the idea.
Italians were better.
In reality, I was thinking.
Italians don't have a ground point.
We start up here, yo.
Electric personality.
That's a very literal meaning for it.
We're from the Vatican. Of course, we're up here.
It's the bloodline. I don't understand, but we need to find some disinfectant quickly. The last child I examined, there was only one victim. All the other ones disappeared. And from what I was told, and this child shouted something to me, said something to me, like something that a child would not say. And then it's like they were mad. Their eyes changed. And
How did their eyes change?
it's like it went black. The pupils, it's almost like it completely dilated, almost, but like the whites went black.
Can I ask an out of character question? That's what Ernest saw in his vision of a child when that child visited him, right? He saw his eyes go like that, because I remember something about the eyes, but I don't quite remember.
Yeah, that's what you remember, actually. That it went black, then it went silver, but in the form of a triangle.
Did you see any shapes in the pupils?
I saw a triangle, yeah?
A triangle? Oh, okay. Okay,
But
calm down.
I thought it was just a figment of my imagination. I was sure that I had...
In that case, we had the same figment of imagination.
But then the child
But-
passed away. Nearly,
My child wasn't even real.
No tongue, though.
I don't know about a tongue, but I know about an eye going black and then going silver, because I had an hallucination of a child, and it has to be it's a bit too much of a coincidence for the same things to happen, unless of course we are somehow quantum entangled, which is quite an unlikely case considering we are huge microscopic beings. That could be something interesting to investigate. Yes, my colleagues would love that.
What you're talking about, man.
Macro quantum entanglement. Okay, sorry, I'm getting carried away.
You are rambling. What are you talking about?
No, it's not
Speak in
rambling.
layman's terms. I'm a doctor, but I still don't understand what you're saying.
I think the only way we would have the same vision if our brains were somehow connected, which quantum entanglement could allow. Except quantum entanglement cannot happen in things as large as ourselves, as large as a atom, like as large as a cell, even, let alone us. But yeah, okay. Say I'm rambling, whatever. I'll think about that later.
Brain
But,
connections.
as I said, we had the same vision. That's the important thing.
It sounds like a bunch of psychedelic humble jumbo from the philosopher sector.
I'm inclined to believe the same, yes. But everything that's happening here, as much as I want it to just be a bunch of psychological problems, psychological coincidences, too much is just adding up between each other for it to be coincidental. I don't like this.
The problem is, do I have any kind of disinfectant? I know that I need to get both of our wounds cleaned better than they already were. They was just rudimentary cleaned.
Don't you have your alcohol? I think
It's not the same
for
as
a while.
disinfectant. It might work somewhat, but we need to make sure that this wound is. We could be infected with something.
Sam still has blood dripping down her head, right?
This
Yeah,
could be
figured.
an infectious disease.
If
Did I see, did I see,
then,
the,
then
did I see the bird's eye as well? And what did the bird's eye look like?
And very bright, and it looked like it had some kind of intelligence.
This just doesn't seem normal. First the child, I saw the child, it was from these marks, but the marks were everywhere on the child's body, particularly the shoulders. And I believe I found some kind of agent, foreign agent, in the wounds. I'm almost certain this could be this could be an infection. It could be a pandemic, a spreading by birds.
Bird flu.
that doesn't sound
I always
lovely.
hated birds.
That sound.
We
Tell
have-
me about it.
I feel like the two Italians are the only ones who don't mind birds.
You suddenly hear how the wind starts howling and picking up. You feel it coming in from the window.
We should cover that
Loose
window with
pieces of
something.
glass just fall to the ground.
You see the wind come in with some leaves. Instead of leaves, feathers, black and gray feathers coming in from the window.
Oh, here they come. Mary, Mother, and Joseph. And
The room goes black. Can't see, and in the center of the room, you see two red eyes, almost a shape that it's darker, and you feel that you're not far in the room. You almost feel like a person is there with you. These red eyes. Each one of you. Roll me a sanity roll, please.
A sanity roll. Where's my sanity then?
is this where luck? Is this where luck comes in?
No, this is sanity.
Sanity
Yeah.
Sanity can be affected by those rerolls or luck.
I would like to reroll my. Never mind. I got a 98.
Can we push for our sanity roll?
No. It's
Can I
a
use
different sanity
luck
roll.
to lower my sanity roll?
Sanity, it's a completely
Okay.
separated mechanic.
All right.
Sanity is you either meet it or you fucked.
Yeah, good. This reminds me of a zombie game I played once.
Sanity.
You just failed all the time.
Question: as we're doing sanity rolls, is it possible for Sam to have her notebook and she's writing down the conversation between the doctor and the professor?
Could be.
Cool. That's what, because that's exactly what I just did.
Where is my
Missing. Yeah, there you go. I'm missing fence.
Oh, cool. Oh no. Do I roll the top one on this too? Sorry.
The green one.
The green one? Oh boy. It's giving me syntax errors for some reason.
Right?
Because you have to have your number, the first number in there. And that's the same as your power, if I remember correctly.
Initially, yeah.
Okay.
There you go. That's,
Do I
that's
see the
there.
red? Do I see the red eyes?
Heck yeah.
See the red eye.
Yeah,
That's
we
what
all
it is.
We are brilliant today.
I'm gonna shoot at the red eye.
Give me a second. D6. Okay. This is for you, Quantum.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna
Damage?
lose. No, it's sanity.
Yeah, I meant sanity damage, like just terminology.
The next one goes
worry.
for Sam.
Damn.
The next one goes for Roland.
Is
Oh.
that off of the first number or the last number?
The last number. And then it goes for Finn. You're so lucky.
I can't edit the last
Yeah, I can't add the last one either. So there's current, there's start, which I think is the 70, and then current,
Yeah.
which is the one that you move.
It's on the current one. You change it on
Okay.
the current one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, so that'll be the first one because that's the
Have
current.
to do
The
two
leftwards
rolls.
one is the current one.
Yeah.
I think the middle one's supposed to be your maximum, initial power maximum.
The start, yeah, where you start.
Yeah,
Then I need to make 2 rolls here. Give me a second.
sure thing.
For Sam, and it's gonna be a D100, but where the hell? Okay, give me a second. 58. You start feeling incredible fear of anything that you would think it's magic and the supernatural. Sanity, that you have a fear of all of these occult things or all of this that is happening without an explanation. Even when you're hearing these men of science speak, what is going on, and it frightens you so much. Something like this happens is gonna make you have magiphobia. And
Oh boy.
for Roland, it's gonna be give me here.
Yeah, doctor and journalist back at it again, fucking up the entire story.
Roland with firearms.
I can't hear you.
You're gonna get an obsession with firearms.
Obsession with firearms. Awesome. I already guess I almost do. Obsession.
That's scary.
Firearm. It's gonna
Yeah,
make
that's
you.
gonna go on me well.
Sounds.
It's gonna make you safe. The smell of the powder, everything. You love the metal.
NRA's Boy Scout. Mascot.
Yeah.
In these red eyes, you hear a thunderous voice that says, "Free, and I will not go away until I'm sated." And the red eyes.
You're breaking up, man. I can't. I'm only hearing half of what you're saying.
Hear me now. Can you hear me now? Hello, hello.
Mm-hmm.
As you have the red eyes over there, you hear this thunderous voice that sounds not on the room, but inside of your heads. And it says, "I'm hungry, and I will not go away until I'm sated. Longer. Empty." The red eyes, they grow smaller, and the humanoid shade forms into the shape of a giant bird and flies out of the window. Goes back to the sunny midday on Mexico that you had before.
Okay. Can Ernest try to compare this huge humanoid bird with the one that he saw in the dream?
Exactly the same one except for the red eyes.
Can't be. Fuck no. Fuck no, this is not happening to me. God.
Do I have any more of that alcohol left?
I call dibs on that.
I'm gonna grab the alcohol and just, instead of even pouring myself a shot, just take it from the bottle.
Actually, just give me a second, guys.
What will you do, brother and sister?
Considering Sam is freaked out, she's still up under the desk, but probably going through like the steps of a traumatic experience, I guess.
Well, this week it's me with the alcohol.
I don't have alcohol.
I need it.
You need it both in game and out of game.
Yes. Very much.
Really just kind of pondering what the entity said, and kind of just mulling it over.
This must be a bad
said-
dream.
That we
Correct.
all saw together?
Have a 4-person collective bad dream. We all saw it at the exact same time, in the same place, at the same time, on the same date,
Yeah.
with the
It's
same exact meaning.
coincidence.
You're the one that said our brains were connected.
I said none of the thing of the sort.
I'm looking. I'm pointing towards the drinker.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I
You
have
said
to
it.
consult coworkers. There's this psychologist I used to know. You used to mail a couple times. What was his name? Jung, whatever.
Young.
Yeah, Young. Yeah, Carl Young. Maybe I'll email him. He might know a couple things. But or maybe.
As you're saying that it should be a dream and that it couldn't be real, from where the red eyes were, an inverted cross made of 4 feathers slowly descending to the floor.
What? That was.
This is devil work here. I'm not even that religious. Although
This
Mary and
is-
Joseph.
No, this is blasphemy. This is senseless.
It's poetic, at least.
Shut your gob with your poetry. This is madness. None of this should be happening.
Did any of you?
All of this is
did any of you
unnatural.
get clawed? I know I did. I know she did. Did either of you two get struck by this bird?
No,
Perhaps
it's
we're
just
hallucinating.
glass. It's just
This could
glass.
be a mass hysteria. I've heard of this.
Do you think the glass got some bird blood on it before it cut me? The bird didn't touch me. Not today.
Not today.
What if this is an airborne illness? What if you're just catching this from us?
Hey,
Nonetheless,
Whoever's in the room.
Doctor, do you
Harry.
think the same virus would cause the same mental symptoms? I mean, a mass delusion, I've heard of that, but surely not the exact same imagery, not the exact same events.
The two of you talked about seeing black eyes with silver triangles. I've yet to see something like that.
also, in the same boat there.
Yeah, and the triangles kind of connect to that dream I had a few nights earlier too. I saw a lot of triangle fractals. I don't know.
I don't know anything in science that explains this. I mean, it's not biologically feasible that something would burn up, as you say, or self-combustulate.
Yeah, none of this should make sense, but
But science
in the last few,
there must be some kind of scientific explanation, though.
it might be an explanation we don't know yet.
I don't think we have enough pieces
There's a lot
of
of
the puzzle.
stuff in physics that we're missing now, and we're still trying to understand how quantum physics works. And yeah, maybe I should write to a couple colleagues who are into that stuff. Professor Schrödinger was kind of knowledgeable about these sorts of, especially natural considerations, how natural things should communicate with quantum mechanics. Maybe he will be able to tell something. I need to find somewhere to send the facts from. Do we have I mean, obviously we would have a local telegram station. Do you know where the nearest telegram station is? I'm kind of out of my mind. I forgot where that was.
It would be
You
at
know
the
the
post office,
location.
obviously.
Okay, whenever we find time, I should send a couple messages to some people. Maybe they'll have a better idea of what's going on.
I think I'll have to contact some people as well.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for tomorrow to. Is there anything left of that bird?
Pete,
Beak.
Only the beak.
Yeah, there's a beak.
I'm going to take a blood sample from the from the victim as well as this beak. If I just give it to me, and I'm going to take it tomorrow to the zoo.
Be careful with it. I think we will need that.
I put it in a specimen jar.
Good idea.
You've already contaminated it enough, I'm sure.
Yes. Contaminated it after we set it on fire and a satanic cross of feathers fell from the sky.
Contamination, though, that's the big thing.
Oh, yeah. We can contaminate it. I can chuck it out the window.
Might be useful, and it's the only piece of evidence we really have that is substantial.
All I know is I'm not going to be messed with anymore.
I just want to point out, if you've already loaded that once, you've now just loaded it twice, and a gun and a round has now flung out the side.
Yeah. This is unused bullet.
And just like an unused bullet just goes.
Did I not shoot it with red eyes?
No, not that I can.
And it would have, and also a Colt 1911 is auto cycling, so it would have ejected the spare bullet anyway.
Yeah.
So if you buy cocking again, you still would have done these. Same.
So there are two unused
I
bullets
thought I
on
shot
the
it,
floor.
but yes, I make an effort.
I mean-
I click it out and I grab it over here.
I feel like
I'm never gonna
I feel
let
like the effect-
that red-eyed bastard get to me. He's not gonna eat on anything of mine.
I'm gonna turn to look at Sam. I don't know the effect that he was going for, but I'm pretty sure it's lost on me.
He's German. It's lost on all of us.
Ah, fair.
That's a really good one.
I would like it if maybe you all could leave my office now.
I came here for medical help, and the only thing you did was pour a bottle of alcohol on me and put bandages on me.
And
I don't
a lot
know.
of other things have
I mean,
happened. But
I don't know that he's exactly.
I need
in
to
the-
close up.
Maybe I should go to a better doctor.
I think we should all go home and get some rest.
I mean, there are still
I
like
need
2 open wounds on Sam that probably should be closed up.
Yeah, and Ernest has some grazes too. Yeah, probably everyone has some grazes actually, but
I have a couple of burns that could be tended to.
And glass.
yeah.
Glass.
Oh no, I didn't get glass. I just got that.
I got
Good.
glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got glass too.
I was able to
Well, then,
duck out of
Come
the
here,
table.
come here. Let me patch you up quickly. If you
I
have any
mean,
deep
right.
gouges.
Give me another first aid, man.
A doctor who kicks out his clients and doesn't even help them. Why can I see this coming?
I mean, he's had a day. In his defense, you all
But
had a
he's
day.
still a doctor.
Well, I
Oh, there you go.
So I
Now
could stitch it up.
he poured all of his attention on you. You feel really better. He did a good job now. Roll a d6 to know how many hit points you get for her.
My life is still in his hands.
Well, you
I'll
wanted
take it.
him to help, and he's helping.
There you go. There you
That
go.
was cool.
Yeah.
I need to do some first aid on myself, I think.
I mean, you had a journalist do first aid on you. I don't see what could possibly go wrong.
I need to get some rest. I am not feeling well.
Yeah. I think we should give you that. We can go back home and patch us ourselves a bit.
There's a local hospital you can go to. I'm a specialist after all. I'm the surgeon. I don't know why you came to me for. Well, I guess.
Well, I
understand
knew
why.
where your office was. So,
Yeah. It was a hectic day. Don't question us, please. I don't know what I'm doing. I just honestly, my wounds aren't that bad. I just want to go home and maybe do some work on them. Keep studying some of Curry's work and then just go to sleep.
What do you think is happening in this town? What?
earlier I was thinking it's just my mind, but as I said, there's just too much coincidence going on. There has to be a scientific explanation here, I'm sure, but it's surely one we're not able to see right now. I'll have to go and make some calculations on some stuff. I think there might be some radiative aspect, some kind of undetected radiation around that's affecting maybe our psyche or maybe just some of these birds. But
I
yeah,
think I'm with you. That's my expertise as well. But I must rest first.
yes,
I'm feeling. I think I've lost a bit of blood.
yeah, I think we should all rest.
A bit. And motions to your hands and your arms.
Yes, I need to soak them, rebandage them. Not because you didn't do well. Not because you didn't do well. You would understand. Bandages need to be changed, and it needs to have fresh bandages. And I have blood all over them, oil. I need to clean up this office so it doesn't catch on fire. What a
Yeah.
day! What a day!
Dr.
Roland,
Roland, you
Sam,
take good care of yourself.
give me a luck roll.
Shit.
Oh boy.
Do you want me to do one too?
No, just Sam.
Okay.
Sam and Roland.
Now rolling.
Okay.
I'm rolling a luck roll.
Yep.
Do you feel lucky, punk?
Nope.
She wasn't lucky. Let's see if you are.
Dun, dun, dun.
Luck. I
Oh, very good.
feel
A
lucky.
hard win.
Remember, Roland, that tonight you have a dinner restaurant, an Italian restaurant actually, named El Gato Negro.
Oh, with
That was a thing.
with the mafia dude. Oh, shit. And I'm late.
I'm late.
I have
I'm
to.
late. for a
Please, you
very
have to get out.
important meeting.
You have to get out. I forgot I have an appointment.
Okay. You take care
That's
of
at
yourself,
night.
my friend.
It's still 1 p.m. That's at night.
Oh, it's quite early. I thought it was like
I
afternoon.
need to prepare
See,
myself.
yes.
I have appointments in this evening. I need to. I need to make a change of clothes and wraps, perhaps.
Yeah.
Let's leave Roland on his office. What will you three do?
I guess Sam Ridley at home.
Ernest will accompany them home just to get them there safely and get some of the things out of his mind as well. He wants a bit more company, but ultimately not for too long. Maybe help them with their wounds as well. Because he is a bit wounded as well, but he's kind of braving it right now. And just trying to keep a brave face over everything, really.
And you arrive at Sam's and Riley's home. You can see that on the front door, there's another inverted cross, like the one that fell from the air. I'm so sorry.
Hell,
Jesus Christ. There's some... What the hell is doing this?
It's either an elaborate prank or at least somebody with far too much time on their hands.
Yeah, but... I mean, I was gonna say I would have thought this is a rather religious place, but I can now see if this is a religious place, there must be some anti-religious people as well. We should just check around, see if it's all safe and everything.
I will remove it from where it's at.
I think you better. Not everyone will appreciate you having it, the symbol of the Antichrist on your door.
Have an upside down cross made out of feathers on my door? Really? What gave you that idea?
When you touch it to remove it, it catches flame and disappears.
Good.
Of course.
Fire again?
But I
Okay.
told you, I said we were witches, right?
Before
Witches and
before
wizards.
you before you touch the next thing related to everything, I need you to just have a rod or anything, and just take a little sample, because we need to analyze whatever that material is. There must be something connecting these together.
I'm sure there is. I will.
Maybe phosphor would burn that easily, but phosphor would give a different light. But anything hydrogen?
So the Italians don't touch anything.
I'm carried away again. Also, I can't access my lab until Monday, I guess. But on Monday, I will come see you guys. I will test you guys for some electricity. Maybe there can be some connection we can make if it's just two of you that's causing these reactions to happen. Yeah, that's probably the explanation. Some sort of easily combustible material, a insulative material, and static electricity from you guys. That makes sense to me right now. But I think we should all get some rest. Do you guys want my help for anything before I go back home as well?
I don't think there's anything specific I had in mind, but
All right. I think we should all get some good rest. It was a day, and I could do with some drinking and some reading, honestly. Everyone, take care of yourselves.
you as well.
Professor gets back to his hotel room, and as he arrives, number in the door, there's another one of the inverted crosses.
Ah, devil take me. Oh, I didn't say that. I did not say that. Does he have his keys with him?
No, I don't think so. What, his case?
Like his room keys or anything. Like I just want something, maybe a pen, maybe a key, just something he can use to scrape off. I'd imagine he'd have his room keys at least. Okay. So he will try to very gently rub off a little bit of the that reverse cross. Just see if we can get a bit of a sample of the material.
You touch it with the keys, and nothing happens. Like you can move it with the keys.
So it doesn't come off or anything?
It's kind of like glued on.
Okay. He will first try to cut off a bit of a small sample on the key and carefully put it inside a napkin, maybe a pocket napkin or something, and then take the rest of it off with his hand.
I told you Sam and her brother are cursed.
And like he will go into his room and put those kind of haphazardly. Like he's definitely not as meticulous as a doctor to put it in a sample bottle or something, but he will try to keep them clean and uncontaminated. And on Monday, if they're still there, he will go and check them up chemically.
Hey, it will be 3 p.m. for all of you. What will happen in your?
I'm going to be going home to clean myself up.
Doing that, what will the brother and sister do?
Through the books that Sam has on the bookshelf, does she have one that she can flip through to figure out like the different types of birds that would match the descriptions of the feathers that we've seen?
You actually used one with Roland the other day.
Aww.
We all can see that. Yeah,
So sweet.
you should have taken a picture of that.
All right. Are you all good?
Honking at him.
Okay.
Um, um, Ridley will go clean up a bit. You can clean his weapon as well, and just kind of think about things.
That's awesome. What's she saying?
I have no idea. I think she muted it on purpose because she's trying to embarrass her. That's what my mom does. All right. So let's continue.
Yeah, of course.
What do you do?
Ernest had taken a sleepless nap, and now he's up, just continuing his reading of the discovery of radium and Marie Curie's early radioactivity discoveries. He is trying to use them to improve his German a bit, and also just trying to improve his knowledge on radioactivity. So, in short, doing some boring reading, because he
Okay.
needs that for his mind.
What just happened?
I'm sorry?
Oh, go ahead. No, camera's just went all crazy.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. Do you? I just find it really funny. To say something, I think.
I'm sorry. Are you still with me, or
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, as I said, he's just doing some boring reading on physics stuff. He's just trying to get all of the day out of his mind for a moment and try to focus on studying a bit.
Hey, what would Ridley do?
I think he'd probably kind of piggyback off of Sam's idea to kind of look about what kind of birds they would be, and kind of just think back to other stories, if there's any sort of folklore ideas that dive into this, kind of what this has been, the evidence and the ideas that have been kind of thrown at me, and like, are there any written accounts that match it, stuff like that, various folklore tales, novels, stuff of that nature.
Give me a library use.
Okay.
Eh.
It's shame.
Yeah.
You think that there's not enough material on these books to get you through that?
Oh, okay. Okay.
I have no idea what I missed. I'm so sorry.
Oh, don't worry. You were telling me that you wanted to check a book with birds.
Yeah.
You had a book with birds that you showed Roland last time he was there, and he was accusing you of burning the feather.
Sage,
Yeah.
flip your camera real quick. We're flipped. Turn your camera off and on again because you just moved this.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. I'm getting it.
It'd be just as fast to.
What happened?
I already switched the cameras.
Yeah.
So you okay? Gotcha. All right.
Stuff, yeah.
I was going to say,
when-
turning off my camera shouldn't do anything since it has a picture.
Oh, okay.
No, but it moves the positioning.
All right, don't turn the cameras or do any switching, please. I keep switching them back and forth.
Well,
Oh, okay.
okay. Yeah. Okay.
So I found the book. Do I find anything in the book that would relate to it?
To the bird, yes. Like it's a kind of buzzard. Actually, was the one that's kind of a buzzard. They feed on carrion. They are not normally predators. It's really weird that it was aggressive. It's not something I would normally do.
Okay.
Behavior you saw of that bird is the circling of. They should only be circling if there's something dead nearby, something to die. They were circling the building you were in.
All right.
Anything else? I can hear you, Josh. You're
Sorry, I
muted.
just turned it off. I know I just have to go to this appointment, so I have only a few hours, right, to get home and get patched up, rest a little bit, take a nap.
Right now it will be 3 p.m. So the dinner is at 8 p.m. You have a good 5 hours.
I'm gonna take a 3-hour nap and just collapse on the
Okay.
couch on the sofa.
So, what was that? I heard something.
Oh, hey Sage, can you chat to us in Discord, please?
Yeah, that's probably easy to see. Yeah.
Chat to us in the Discord.
I have 1 hour left. That's it. As we have this, you have your dinner. You have this. It'd be better if we kept on going with Ridley. Participation because of the last session.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I mean, if using library results, nothing. Seeing as there's not a whole lot else for him, he doesn't have a lot planned for the day. He's probably just gonna study up, think about how he can use some of this into what he already has. So, maybe find a spot for dinner at some point.
If you're going to dinner, give me a luck roll.
All right.
Yeah.
That's close. What close means? Pretty much nothing, I guess.
For dinner, you find nearby you home, and actually this will be a little cultural thing, to be something called a panucho. Typical food from Yucatan. It's made of, it's a corn tortilla, fried, and it's stuffed with some kind of black bean paste actually. It has turkey or chicken on it. It has cucumbers, and it has pickled onion.
And a big old bird on top.
Pickled purple onion. Just give me a chance. I'm gonna, if you can help me with this, Josh, I'm gonna put the image on so you can know a bit better of how it looks. Go back to this tradition thing and I'm gonna make it bigger here. What layer are we on? Give me a second. It's really good. Sometimes it's missing a bit of salt, at least to my tastes.
Can't imagine. Yeah.
But it's really good. Just let me give you the image. There you go. Where the start?
Okay, they're not gonna see it yet because what I need you to do, I need you to put that image into a new page. So you're gonna create new page, and then we're gonna put that image into its own page.
Why don't
Okay,
you
I'm gonna
just
put it in
hand
now.
out?
Be a handout, but we're gonna make it look for everyone. There you go. Josh's idea is better, I think.
What's the name of this image? Is it in the?
You can show a handout to everyone, though.
Is it a handout?
I didn't make it a handout. I made a new page, like you said.
I'm looking for it.
There we are. I changed the players to it.
Yep, we can see it.
Okay, I'm seeing that.
That looks cool, actually. Yeah.
How fitting, because I have a dinner right now.
It's really big. Okay.
As I said, it's pickled purple onion. It's some avocado. It can be chicken or turkey with something called I forget the name of this. A red kind of paste. That's a spice. It can have some lettuce, but it's romaine lettuce. And as I say, it's a deep fried that is stuffed with black beans. It's really good.
Yeah,
You
sounds
have
like it.
for dinner, man.
Doesn't let his sister cook for him. Feels bad, man. I wouldn't let my sister cook for me either.
Probably just eat it. Head back.
Dinner. We have the dinner for him that had a local meat, but we're gonna have to go with Roland for his dinner date at the Gato Negro,
Hey, one moment, please.
of course.
I mean, what a date to have, I guess.
All right, there's the dinner that you just
Pleasant people.
described. Okay, so I'm gonna go to Gato Negro. I'm gonna try to dress up again. I don't have another outfit, unfortunately, because I don't like dressing up. So I'm gonna come dressed up in my Apollo like I have now, and then hopefully look a little bit better if I woke up on time. And I'm gonna try to kind of be rushing in, looking around for who I'm supposed to meet.
Hey, when you get there, you see that the restaurant is kind of full, being a Saturday night. All kinds of people, and you see that when you get in, I've been expecting you because there's this waiter that asks you to come with him. He takes you to a private room.
Yay, backroom
We-
shenanigans.
It takes you to a private room where you see the greasy, lanky man that first contracted you. They digging in on some spaghetti, wine from a glass, and he doesn't get up when you get in. Not so long as he recognizes you.
Okay, I, I, I'm sorry if it's been a long day. Shall we get started? I would like to get back home as soon as possible.
You look like a boss, bro. What happened to you?
I believe I might have been attacked by the same thing that attacked the child I looked at.
You're saying there's more than one of those things?
At least 4. One less, we killed it, but it's odd. It just burns up in your hands. Apparently.
He kind of like looks at you intently and what can you tell me about all of this?
I don't know exactly what's going on. The bird, I think, has some kind of poison. Poison in his claws or his beak that makes people. It made the child. The child was mad, and was having hyposymptomatic effects, changing of the pupils, massive dilating the pupils. Um, the gashes were large. These creatures, these birds, I've never seen birds do what they were doing. They were looking at. They were just trying to come into our. They came into my office. Not just me, but somebody else as well.
Hey,
So there's been getting reports. I was caring for a patient who had been attacked in their home by a bird, and then when they arrived to my office, another one of these birds apparently flew into my window, shattering the window. Just went right through the window without a problem. Cutting us, but took no damage, it seemed. And then it began to attack us. I don't know what to say. Like I've tried to research. I found it must have some. I think it has some kind of hallucinogenic property. This poison must have. This is beyond anything I've ever experienced. I've never. And people I've talked to about the bird, I've asked a professional, and they knew nothing of this bird. Nobody does. But of course, I had nothing to show anybody. But in the books I looked at, there was nothing that I could identify that would shape or belong to a bird of this size that took the child, or that attacked me. It was black, a large black bird with a big yellow beak,
Okay.
a hooked beak. So it's a scavenger, at least.
You're-
Scavengers are never violent unless they're. Would I know all this stuff actually, or am I just using my own meta knowledge?
you know it for the conversation you had with Sam.
Scavengers would never attack a person unless they were defending their kill or their carcass. I'm not sure what they're doing with why they came after this person or entered my office, perhaps again to chase this person. I don't know, but they also. I've been struck as well. I mean, this is one violent creature. I think it could have some kind of infectious disease. That's the only logical explanation, really. They must have an infectious disease.
You're saying to me, it reassures me because I had another explanation from someone else, and I don't think you would believe it. Like, it's crazy. We have many mates at home. I can tell you again for the family that we're working with, but one of the old mates said she knew what this was. A legendary beast named El Sopilote, and about an old man, local legend. But what you're telling me makes more sense than this.
Well, it's obviously the only logical explanation. Why would we go to fairy tales to try to solve problems? We are in the 19th century. We faced a world war. Wait, never mind. Yeah, we have.
The first one.
We
Yeah.
had a world war. The war to end all wars. We've learned. We've grown. Medicine and science has advanced dramatically from just 20 years ago. Are we still going to stick to fairy tales that people try to follow for years? No. That's the old ways. The ways of the other countries when people came here with nothing on their backs but their faith. Now they have science, education.
As an Italian, I'm offended.
Actually, this person, like, she was very insistent on telling me this legend. Hear it, at least as a curiosity. Like, maybe it could be some mass panic just because of this legend. I don't know, but it's something. Is that there was this old man from Spain and had a bird, kidnapped children and brought them to these men so they would eat them together. That happened. Actually, on the city, there's a street named like this mythological creature. On some of the streets here, you don't know this because you're foreign. In some of the streets, there's these plaques on white stone that have an image or some legend that has happened on the city. And this legendary creature happens to be on one of them. if you wanted to look at it, but that's the
Who's talking to me, Mr. Greasy?
yeah.
I just don't feel like I'm qualified to solve this. I really want to find out, of course, but I need to heal. This thing attacked me. I put up my hands that are almost still kind of shaking. I've had to take. I took penicillin already, but this thing attacked me, and it came. I just. Yes, we can go look at it. Maybe I can see if it looks the same, but I don't see the point. I think we need to contact. Does CDC exist yet?
No, it does. It doesn't. Even less than
I
weeks
think
ago.
we need to contact authorities to let them know that there could be an infectious disease that's spreading through birds.
That's the thing. That's the thing, my man. That's what I told you. We have to be having this going out, even if it's something that could risk people. The name of this family is very city. We can just go roaming about spreading a panic.
But it has nothing to do with the family, does it?
It will carry to it. Like if this child is a victim, there will be talk, saying things.
So what do you
Your
suggest?
friend,
You suggest it's a fantasy. I
to
yeah.
look at it,
Let's go
to
look
it
at this
more.
mural that you talk about. This stone piece. Maybe I don't know who to talk to or who to figure this thing out. I'm waiting for the zoo to open up on tomorrow, but tomorrow I'll be able to give more real information because I have live specimens um, that I have taken to be able to be examined.
Actually, I know the person
Well, not
who
live specimens,
can
but
get her involved first, but this journalist knows about disappearances of kids. Maybe if we pay her enough, she wouldn't publish it. Uh,
you don't
get
say.
her.
Does her name happen to be Sam Mendoza? No. Does her name happen to be Sam?
Samaran.
Sam Iran?
Yeah,
The same
I
one?
stopped the university when I came to you.
The investigative tabloid publisher.
She's been into this case before. Maybe if we pay her enough, she won't say anything. Maybe we can make her sign a paper. I don't know.
Why are
It's
you sign a paper for what exactly? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
paper of no divulgation with applications, like something more centered.
So
In exchange, it's some money.
I'm not hearing you actually, Hector. But are you wanting her to help us, or are you wanting to just keep her quiet?
I want her to help us with this.
Well,
Maybe she has a source or something.
Well, Mr. I'm sorry. What's your name again?
Dante.
Mr. Dante. You're. She was the patient that was attacked twice. Once at her own home. Apparently, went through the window. A bird went through her window to attack her. And then when she came to my office, she was attacked again by another bird that came through the goddamned window.
And she is inside of it and she can escape it.
And I don't think you're going to be able to pay her enough to have her not publish anything. I just don't think it's possible with her. She has an integrity, despite what she writes. I think she has an integrity that
Actually,
is harder than steel.
if she publishes it, at that paper she's been writing, obviously, because of the publication, it's maybe we just have to make it right into that channel because it will be just a page on a paper.
Okay. That's not my business. I don't deal with politics. All I know is I do believe she has integrity, so it'll be very hard to pay her off.
I don't know, 200 pesos seem to be good enough for her, so.
That was just so you could say hello.
True.
But
Would you be after we have dinner because we just started talking? Would you mind coming with me to her home to talk to her?
to her home? I just got away from her. I really just think it's a bad idea, but I think we should wait for the professional tomorrow. Let's not involve her anymore. She doesn't know any more than I know because she was there with me. She saw the thing too.
Sam, give me an intelligence roll.
Okay.
If anybody in the chat knows much about microphones and you have any idea why Hector's microphone might be getting choppy, I would love to hear you in the chat. I'm trying to
Interference.
troubleshoot that.
It could be interference. It could be a cable. It could be his wires fucking up. Multiple
Oh,
things.
it's Bluetooth, so I don't know.
Yeah, so it's probably a connection
I'm gonna
thing.
get you. You need to get some proper headphones. Bluetooth is not good for streaming.
I also.
Sam, Phil, do you want to use luck or push it?
That'd be 21 down for my luck. That's a sizable chunk.
You could push it.
I want to push it. That's the real question.
That's the thing.
Good.
Yeah, statistics is a thing to consider.
I don't think I want to push it. I think I would rather take the 21 for luck just to knock it down to an 11.
You're gonna do it? Okay.
Mm.
Your intelligent roll yields this.
Roll what?
You know. No, you don't roll anything. That it's just the fruit of your labor and your luck spending. You remember that you had to go and speak with Abuelita of your favorite NPC, so she would tell you
Yeah.
later.
Love her so much.
Told you that she would explain all of these things. Game. Most of what the Dante guy said to Roland, what you know and what you have been investigating. You have investigating these kidnappings, how children have been going missing, was the kid from this important family, the Chapur, getting there. See her.
Yeah, let's go see her. Let's go see Abuelita. Abuela. No, that's not the right word.
Yeah, that's good. Abuela.
Abuela.
Abuelita.
See, I'm getting confused. I know
The
German
Abuelita.
word. I know the German word for grandmother and grandfather, and the Spanish and Italian words, so they get mixed up in my head.
Yeah, it happens. When you
I
have too
actually
many.
forgot the German for them, and I feel ashamed right now because I knew. Yeah,
I
it's
knew
a
them
really
too.
difficult thing.
But that's the thing with languages. Like when you know more than one, or you know more than one vocabulary, it starts to get lost between them.
Yeah, to a degree. Yeah, especially vocabulary once you're not using it. I need to use my German more, really.
I only know a little bit from each of the language. I'm not fluent in any of them, unfortunately.
Well, this will be a question for your brother. Are you coming with her?
I mean, potentially, if she cares one way or the other, I'd probably respect it. But
Awesome. I mean, she wouldn't mind since it'd be at a restaurant. So
It's at the cafe with a waitress and her abuelita.
gotcha.
To go, you can come. And who's this handsome piece here?
This is my brother Ridley. He came in earlier this morning.
You just
Pleasure to meet
disconnected
you.
for a few seconds there. Sorry, guys. Might want to
You're
repeat
cool.
what you just said.
Hello. Hello. My name's Conchita. I'm friends with your sister. Semblance, you're really pretty too. So we should go have some dinner with my abuelita at home.
Sounds lovely, I think.
We just have to take a bus and we'll be there. Don't worry. Take the bus and everything. You get into one of the little farthest colonies from the center, from downtown. More poor situation than the ones you have been. It's not like stone houses and everything. They have less care with them. They are a bit heavy for wear and stuff. You get inside.
Hey, 1 second, guys. I think we're not streaming anymore.
What?
I disconnected. Okay, we're back. So you're gonna have to
Oh.
start that all over, I think, because I disconnected twice for some reason.
Yeah, Twitch is being Twitch these days. It's not really healthy.
It's oof.
They're going through a few changes, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So can you go ahead and please repeat what you were just talking about? Just saying.
Yeah, don't worry. Is Twitch going through its puberty? So we are with Sam and with Fen going to Abuelita's home with Conchita right now. So we were describing how Conchita is all shining and gets into home, gets to her abuelita inside her home and gives her a big hug. And abuelita has a really wide smile. Like if you saw Coco, you can imagine that abuelita. That can be your picture there.
Yep, that's my headcanon for that now.
Yeah, same.
And she's like, "Hello, children.
Abuelita?
No, I know you are interested in the sopilote, my child. Dangerous, like you have no idea." To abuelita.
I mean, we're gonna have dinner, and I would assume that we could discuss the thing over dinner or after.
They bring you to the table. They don't let you do anything. They do all the thing, and they bring you freshly squeezed orange juice with water. Call it, and everyone has tamales.
Ooh,
Very
I love
good
tamales.
tamales. Yes,
I love tamales. They're the best.
They are the best.
they're really good. They do, they are on the banana leaf package. Much money, but they are being profitable as they can be. The chairs and the tables are old wood. They are not painted. You see the scratches, maybe where the knife has been cutting food. Even though Fena had already had some dinner, out of politeness, because, well, you know, get into this dinner. Slow at eating, and actually Conchita cuts her food for her so she can eat it. She drinks some naranjada so she can eat it slowly, and when everyone is finished, mi hija, ¿qué quieres saber del sopilote? Oh, about the sopilote. Ask me away, my child. Ask me away.
She'll One of the first things she'll say is thank you for taking the time to, talk to me about this. But one of the things I'm curious about is the creature, the giant bird. Do you know have people ever described it or seen it or anything?
Yes, my child. It's a bird we have here, but that's not the bird del sopilote is. That because it's similar, but it's not exactly that. The sopilote we have here, gallina, with a chicken. But this one, it's bigger. It's bigger than a man, and it
I think he's
has
talking
red
about the
eyes.
Mexican condor.
Yes.
What? Tell me.
The Mexican condor. The condor is the largest bird of prey, or the scavenger bird. It's called a
Mhm.
condor.
Wait. So this is like this sopilote is specifically. I have seen the biggest people have seen here. It's bigger than a man in the sky with its wings, and it down and took children that were bad too. It just took the children away. It is like
Who is its master?
his master. It's un brujo, a witchman, and he came from Spain and he killed Indios, Indians, and the Incas at the wars, the old wars. They said not because of the money or the fortune or the fame, but because he needed that bloodlust on his veins. And once someone, he ate them to gain their power. Master, Espanol. They say he was a real person and he only wore black. He had a hunchback. And the people that knew him supposedly ate and never when the sun was up.
So these birds, or this bird, if they were to attack someone that wasn't a child and they were to survive, what would happen to them?
Who's never attacked someone who wasn't a child, my girl?
These black birds, bright blue eyes, yellow beak, correct?
The sopilote that we have here, yes.
They exist. They're real. But can everyone see them?
Yes, the people would see it. Some wouldn't believe it, but it would sub that. You were walking with your child. Suddenly, there was a flash of wings, and it wasn't there anymore.
If someone wasn't able to see them, what does that mean?
No, my child. They say they say the brujo had powers because he was a brujo witch. They actually burned him and his bird and the bones of children in his house. Then children were safe. These children are being taken now again.
So
500 years from that.
takes children. It feeds off of them. And
Feed
if
of
it's
them.
not satisfied, it keeps taking.
It's never, it always hungry.
Hello, I'm back. Is everyone alive and sane still?
Yeah, we're talking to Abuelita still.
Oh,
We're
good.
still with the Abuelita. We're talking about the Sopilote. It was this man, but it was a real man. I know where his house is.
You know where his house is.
Yes.
Can you tell me where it is?
Dress, and she tells you that you will recognize it because there's this red and white. And actually, I'm going to show that. I'm going to show it until you go there because, yeah, it's the same that you seeing it on the game. You that there's this plaque with white and red stone.
Are you putting a picture up? I need to find it, or no?
There, like, she just describes it.
She'll look, cause she's writing all of this down, and she'll look up.
I'm sorry, I think I misclicked something. Sorry.
Don't worry. Don't worry, don't worry.
Is everything still in order? No,
Sam
everything's
froze.
mixed up. Sorry.
What were you saying, Sam? I'm sorry. Were you?
Sorry, Josh, I mixed things up for the stream, so if you wanna fix them, because I accidentally clicked something.
I think Sam froze. She was talking about that. She was taking notes.
Yeah, because I clicked the video thing and while I was trying to enlarge the Zoom connection. Yeah.
Okay, we hope she'll be right back because we are a little bit screwy right now. There we go.
Yes. There you
I'm
go.
sorry. Yeah.
What were you saying, Sam? You were saying that you were taking notes, and what else?
She asks, the man, the master, has he ever appeared before anyone?
I can hear her.
Can you not hear me?
I can. But
Oh, okay.
can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hear you?
Yep, you're here.
Okay.
Cool.
Only hear. I can't hear Sam, or I don't know if Josh is online too. Like,
I don't know
Josh,
if
say
Josh is
something.
Talking.
I can hear you.
I can only not hear Sam.
Well,
It's
hold on.
weird.
Interesting.
Did that fix it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
There you go. There you go.
There we go.
Alright,
Discord.
good.
What were you saying before we went offline?
She asked if the master, has appeared before anyone. If she knows.
Yes. They say that after they burned him, his bird and him would appear at midnight. Again.
Midnight.
They are stronger at night. But they are both. They burned them.
Just making the assumption he has bright red eyes, right?
Yes, black red eyes, and he's wearing all black.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Sam, she starts tapping her notebook, remembering the events of what happened today. And then she asks, if he's mad at someone or a group of people, will he go out of his way to make sure that they are dead?
Yes, the brujo is vengeful. He would he would want to eat you, so you're out of his way.
Is there a way to stop him?
And he came back. How do you stop? I know if a soul isn't resting, you would need a priest or holy water. You know, he was a brujo, so maybe that's why he came back. A deal with the devil, or when she says that rosary she has that's white and gold. Maybe someone that has strong faith could guide his spirit, guide it, so he will fight.
Strong faith. Like Italians.
Could be.
I'm curious about the attacks if someone were to survive and get injured. I want to know what would happen. Will they get sick? Will something slowly take over them?
All their children died and were consumed. They never were seen again.
I got told a story of a boy who got attacked by one of these birds. Don't know what he said, don't remember. But from what I've been told, he was angry. He got angry after he said something. Like he didn't want to be there. Or maybe he was just angry at the doctor or something. For I was told his eyes went black and silver. Have you heard of anything like that?
When you say that, Abuelita looks really frightened, and he says, "Those are the eyes of the devil, my child. Los ojos del diablo. And if you saw this, be careful and take the holy water. You're marked by the devil, my child." When she finished saying this, she takes her rosary to your neck and puts it on you. All I have, my child, but it will protect you from el diablo. You're a good niña.
Thank you. I'm sorry to bother you or to scare you. It's just a lot of weird things have been happening around me lately, and I want to figure out as to why.
Abuelita looks at your brother and she asks, "You have been quiet, my child. Do you want to say something, or do you want to ask a question to Abuelita?"
How did those that beat him last time find him?
They found a kid. A kid lost his brother inside the house by jumping the fence, and he saw the man and the bird eating him, but he could brought it to his mother, and the town came to kill the brujo.
I think you're breaking up. I'm only hearing half of what you said right there. Could you try to repeat that one more time?
I can repeat it. Don't worry. Abuelita says that the kid saw his brother was lost, fence, and got inside the house, and he saw the bird and the man eating the kid, and took his hand back with him and showed it to his mother. He came for the brujo with torches.
Gotcha.
Seem heavy with thoughts, my child. Something more. What's heavy on you?
What is it? What does it? What's useful against it? Against him?
The water, the protection of the Lord, across, harm or stop a brujo. That you have will do them harm. They came back after being burned, and it's like to defend yourself from them now that they're back, like servants of the devil.
Gotcha.
Maybe if you found out his real name, buried the remains or the body, created, maybe it will help.
Sounds like a good next step.
Getting weary and sleepy, my child. Do you need anything else from me?
I do
No.
not.
Goes to Conchita. Para llevar, mija. And Conchita comes back with a bag full of tamales for you to take with you. Hands them to you, and she tells that now that she's been getting sleepy, more sleepy than sometimes lately, and that she's going to go to sleep now. Goodbye, and give you the blessing of the Lord.
Then we will bid her good night and make our way home.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. There goes Abuelita.
Yay.
Full information.
No.
Good. Really, really good.
Can I be the lazy student and just ask for a photograph of those notes afterwards? Because, as I said,
Yes.
I am terrible with notes.
Which page do you want?
Yeah, as much as
I'm about to
fast
be
as
on
you
I am
can.
so glad we have a note taker in this group because I am also a terrible note taker. Even as
I'm
a
almost
DM,
on page. Oh,
like
because of my Saturday games, I take a shit ton of notes.
I'm about ready to like do season 2 of one of my games on Sunday, and I'm literally going to be like starting today, rewatching every single episode to take notes because I never did before.
That's an idea.
I
Yeah.
don't. It's
Yeah.
funny. I don't take notes when I'm DMing a game, but if I'm a player, I typically take notes.
Yeah, no. Like when I'm playing, I'll usually try to take like loose form notes, and when I'm DMing, I never take notes, and then I'm like, I should probably take notes.
I said every
I
time.
only take notes of what my character would know. And at this point, she's a journalist. She's going to write down everything. So I'm going to write down everything.
Yeah, I mean, that's in character.
That's really in character, actually. So,
And
You're
trivia,
gonna make
I'm
the
in
best
character.
dang article that nobody will read.
Wait.
I mean, I have plans
Shit.
for that.
it'd
Human
be good.
sacrifice. Human sacrifice, obviously.
Can we not sacrifice Sam? I saw that earlier in the chat. Can we not?
Have to. It's an option, I would say, but you don't have to.
Throw her in the volcano.
I think that we should end the story here so we can do the checkup on the character sheets for the characters.
Alright, that's an idea. Except
Not
I'm
that time.
having some troubles connecting to Roll20 right now. Let me try another browser.
Okay.
Well,
As you-
let's go ahead and talk to the group, the viewers. I think right now actually it's only Illuvidine, because I think we're all the other viewers besides Illuvidine. And yes, how would you like the show today?
I need to
Yeah,
introduce.
everyone had a good time, yeah.
Nobody ran into each other.
Yeah, we didn't run into each other. We just
It
burned
was
everything
alright.
and
We were-
shot at each other and cut each other up, and with words?
I mean, we aided like the two unlikely
nothing
people
wrong
aided
with
each
that.
other.
you got a lot of information this time, though. Like my doctor's not going to believe it, but hey, at least we're going to be taking one step forward while I take a step back.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm like, no, that can't be right. Let's go somewhere else. It's like standing, like it's like poking me right in the face. No, I'm right here. I'm like, no, you're not science.
Science sucks anyway, so.
I just realized something really, really awkward. My character trait is I hate dressing formally, and the character outfit I picked was a freaking suit. And
Maybe it's like an
and
unconventional.
I don't believe in religion, and I kept saying Mary, Mother, and Joseph.
I found that funny, actually.
Yeah.
Like, I feel
Yeah.
like that could have been a habit from his childhood.
I feel like it's entirely like
That's
a satirical
me. That's
thing, yeah.
literally me in life. Like, I will say that kind of stuff all the time, and I'm not really a religious person at all. So,
I think we say it instead of cursing. You know, like holy mo.
Yeah.
I guess.
it's a linguistic thing, really, cultural thing. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Keeper, is there an initiative system with Call of Cthulhu, or do you just call it during battles?
No, there is an initiative system. It's based on dex, but as the scene was going, I didn't think it would be necessary.
You mean it wasn't necessary for me to shoot the bloody bastard?
Or me
It's
to
very
get
necessary.
I don't know that it would have gotten you anywhere. It's just a giant, like, face, giant face. It's not actually the person
Yeah.
that's going to feel it. It's just a giant face.
I think
It's
we
not
need to
great.
point out that a journalist helped a doctor
That
in a
also is
medical
hilarious.
thing.
Well,
It's also-
when you gotta do your thing, you gotta do your thing.
Yeah, you should get a Medal of Honor for that, really.
Yeah. Can I get my luck back?
That's what we're gonna check right now. I want you to roll me a luck roll, but
Everybody?
you're not gonna roll it. You're not gonna roll it normally. What you're gonna do is you're gonna roll an improvement roll. 100,
Yeah.
and if it goes over your current luck, you gain a D10 on luck.
All right.
No.
Is it the green one still?
So you have 44, right?
Yeah.
That's what you have. 100.
Just roll a d100 and then if it goes over you, no.
Yeah, if it goes over you, there you go.
So then I roll a d10 and add it. Cool.
There you go. 6
I'm
more
back.
luck.
I'm back up to my starting luck.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm
pretty
probably not
cool
gonna
by
get
the
that.
Too.
Well, I mean,
Should I roll a D10 or a D100?
roll a d100 to see if you get over it. If you get over your current luck, you then add a d10 to your luck pool that you can use next session.
Yeah.
The luck button? Or
No, you just roll a d100.
Yep.
how do I heal
My luck
myself to
was
full health?
35. So
There you go.
that's a good roll.
Mhm.
So yeah.
There you go.
I'm actually above my initial luck because I never used it, so yay!
24.
I went
That's a
from
good
50
roll, right?
to 29 to 30.
Well, what's your luck roll right now?
How are you
What's your
guys
luck?
getting the brown pieces, the brown
It's
stuff?
the dice
It's
rolls.
on our character sheet.
Yeah, it's in between your hit points and luck and all of your investigator skills.
If you press the automated button, it just gives it like that. And if you do it manually,
The same thing as you just
No.
you just clicked a button instead of typing.
Yeah, it's right
I see
underneath
it. I
luck.
see it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I got a
Yeah.
28, 24, so what do I roll now?
Well, did you roll
Higher than your
on?
luck.
Yeah.
yeah, you gotta roll above your luck in improvement rolls. Yeah,
Oh,
above your
no, That's
stats.
definitely not above my luck.
Then
So
yeah,
it
then
should
you said
stay
same.
the same, yeah.
How about my hit points? Do I get my hit points back after resting?
Resting, you will get a D4 back, but that's it. Now, remember what skills you used today successfully, and we're gonna roll an improvement roll for each of those.
Okay.
Thankfully, there's a thing called chat log.
Right.
We're gonna roll
Actually-
something, or we're gonna just add a
It's probably gonna be a similar roll idea to what we have.
I think the
Same that
only
we
thing I
did.
passed was first aid and a dodge.
I'm not
So-
sure
Yeah.
what I rolled that was successful today.
Intimidate
You can
and
check
dodge.
through the rolls you had.
I
You
rolled
have
a
to go
luck.
a bit.
I got lucky.
Yeah, luck.
Ones you
And
use
first aid.
successfully.
We did improve
I
luck.
had
So.
one
Save.
bad, one successful.
Yeah, you can improve first aid.
First aid.
Yeah,
So,
first aid.
same idea of rolling a d100. If it gets over, then you add a d10. Okay.
Oh, and a constitution roll.
Is that over my?
And a con roll, yep. And listen, no,
Nope.
listen.
But this is only for skills, not for your abilities.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
Yeah.
scrolling up to see what all I did.
Okay. What I will
Oh,
do
sick.
for improvement rolls, I will actually roll a normal challenge roll, and if it fails, then I will count it as a success because it's over. So, for example, this is not an improvement roll, just for practicality.
Wait, so what am I rolling?
You're rolling a d100.
D100.
Same idea, but for different for all of these skills you succeeded in earlier.
Yep. Let me
So,
find
like,
my D10.
First
So-
aid, I think.
Yeah, so I got
By the
first
way-
aid and dodge.
Yeah. By the way, for skills, is it again a D10 for the improvement?
Yes.
Well, that sucks.
Okay. Yeah.
Also, that's successful
That's
first aid
nice.
roll.
I am a more intimidating guy now.
Wow. Okay, game.
Let me find a science. That's an extreme fail right now because I don't improve. Is there anything else?
That's an extreme success.
Yeah, extreme success, but right now I'm supposed to fail because it's an improvement roll.
Yeah.
Feels bad, man.
I do not.
Well,
I do
I
not
didn't
increase
get-
my decks.
Like both of them
I'm
were
a more
30.
intimidating
guy now,
on a
so-
D100, so.
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to increase anything. I got a con roll once, and then I failed a.
You
failed
passed
a-
the first aid roll.
I did, but I also failed a
Yeah.
first aid roll.
Well, but you still passed one.
Yeah,
If-
you still passed one.
Okay, so what
So
do I
you-
do?
You'll do the same thing. Roll a d100. If it's
Wait,
over-
Listen.
your
Was
if it's
it-
over your current first aid skill number, then you'll add a d10. Otherwise, it'll stay the same. So for my dodge roll, because I didn't roll above 68, I don't get to improve my dodge roll.
Yeah, I wanna
36,
roll.
and my first aid is probably much higher than that.
But I am more intimidating, which is fun.
Oh,
A
no, I
D10,
think I got
that's a
36, and my first aid is 30. So what-
Nice.
Yes,
You-
that should be an improvement.
Then you roll a d10 and you improve.
That much?
Yeah, whatever you get on the d10.
Cool. 3.
Merida?
All right. Roll beans, 33. Guys, I'm gonna be the pure healer. That's all I'm gonna be able to be good at.
Unless you get knocked out again.
Yeah. Damn birds! I need to heal myself.
Today.
Yeah, you need to like stay behind.
Let me catch you with the coat.
Essentially, what did we learn from our success? I'm good under panic.
If I panic, things go better.
And I might as well just wear a red coat.
And among the whole group, I'm the only one who succeeds at shooting stuff.
I mean,
Even though I did.
probability states that's exactly why that works.
I mean, you did one hell of a job shooting that lamp, man.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm here for.
Too.
I did shoot the lamp.
That was an antique lamp, by the way.
I don't
You know what?
really.
No,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Camera, so now it's even.
Brother doing your dirty laundry for you, huh?
Oh yeah, that's what little brothers are.
Yeah. I mean, I can also just replace it, so I'm not really concerned.
All right. Well, guys, why don't we go ahead and finish up by telling who we are, what we do, and then we can raid to another. I think we can raid to the Greyhawk channel today because I believe I think they're live.
Idea.
Nice.
So
Awesome.
let's start with we'll see who's first. Let's start with Finn.
Cool. Hi. I'm Fettuccini. I've been playing Ridley Vigil, the dilettante. You can find me on Twitter at Fettuccini. I'm also all over Twitch and all other places. It's probably just easiest to follow up with me there because that's where I'll usually post where I'm going when I'm going live and all that stuff. I'll retweet where I'm going because I'd be here forever if I was trying to explain every show I was in. So I'll keep it simple for you guys. Go check my Twitter. That's where you'll find the stuff. So, but yeah, that's for me.
Yeah, shall I go next?
Yes.
Tripping. Hello there. I'm known in the interwebs as Quantum Witcher, and here I'm playing Ernest Princeton, the old, jaded, and right now very, very curious physics professor. I don't do much anyway, but still you can find me on Twitter at Quantum Witcher. If you have any obscure or complicated physics questions, I'm the guy to ask. And other than that, every 2 weeks I'll be here playing the same guy. So that's that. And I had quite a good session. I'm quite excited to keep on with this and lose more of my sanity, my character sanity, and my actual sanity. So yay!
Here we go.
All right, what about Sage over here, or Sage, or Sam?
Yeah, my name is Sage Todd. You can find me on Twitter at Sage_Todd1, or you can find me on Twitch at Sage Todd, where I don't typically do too much D&D on there. I do a lot more retro gaming, but hopefully in March I can start the D&D thing again. Hopefully.
Go ahead and shoot me that link in Discord. And who is that fine lady that visited us during the stream today?
That was my mom.
Wow, what a great guest appearance.
She appears
Yeah,
in my
love
stream
it,
all the time.
yeah.
We call her Sage Mom.
That's
I didn't hear
cool.
anything she said. I bet it was like really sagey words too.
Sure. Let's go with that. Totally didn't tell me that dinner was ready or anything like that.
Say it seemed like the most helpful of stuff.
Oh yeah.
I just been grabbing spoonfuls of peanut butter.
I have eaten an ungrilled cheese sandwich in front of me, so
All right. Well, I am Winged Horizon. This is my channel. You can also find me on Twitter at Winged Horizon. And if you'd like to catch us again or catch this channel again, please tune in this Sunday from 1 to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. We are starting the second season of another TPK, the flagship show of this channel. I've been preparing this for several months, actually, this show. It'll have terrain, it'll have miniatures, it'll have everything, and including probably some of my sanity. And if you'd like to tune in next week on Wednesday from 2 to 4 p.m., 4 to 8 p.m., right? Yeah, 4 to 8 p.m., we'll be playing Stars Without Number, where Hector will also be the Dungeon Master. And Hector, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Oh, hello again, or hello. Hector, the keeper of arcane lore of games. I'm really heavy on rules, and I'm on Twitter as Blue Flame Hue. Right now, I'm only doing these two games. I'm trying to do some other things. My favorite game is actually Pathfinder, and I would try to get into that or into 5th edition as a stream. But for now, we only have these two ones. So if you want to see more of this kind of eldritch going on, and all of these red eyes with strange happenings, we are here. Space too.
All right.
And actually Fenrir too.
Well, all right. Thank you guys for showing up. Last but not least, I'd like to thank Tabletop Loot for being sponsors to the show to help make it possible. I'd like to thank all of our Patreons that we have, including the Greyhawk channel. And we are going to go ahead and raid them now and say hello. So thank you so much for stopping in and spending time with us today. Let's go give a big old winged hello. I don't know. That's a terrible one. What should we call it? Something when we raid over to the Greyhawk channel.
Winged, it's kind of nice, I guess. But yeah, maybe you're traumatized because of the bird now.
always watching.
Actually, they're offline. Never mind. We are going to raid. Let's raid the Scraticus. Let's raid Scraticus. All right. Scratch is awesome. I just played on their stream last week.
Yeah, that
That's
was
not
joy to
correct.
see.
Grade at Scratica.
Here we go.
I was just playing on their stream yesterday or this last week. There we go. And it was a lot of fun. I was playing a tiefling bard with my girlfriend's ukulele. It was a lot of fun. All right, so let's go ahead and say hello and let them know you show them some Winged Horizon love.